she knows that I gotta be trusted. She's had enough of the ways to last it. She's had enough, and she knows that I gotta be trusted. She's had enough.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the RSC Season 9. Now, we've had quite a few playoffs, but for tonight, we're starting off with the Master Play-ins Day number 1. And before we get into it, I'm first of all joined by Biggles. How you doing?
Great, mate. What a way to start the evening off in your part of the world, of course. It's just turned the evening where I am, but yes, absolutely looking forward to this one. The Hades and the Dogon, whichever way around you want to see this one. This will be the first match of the quarterfinals here tonight for your fantastic entertainment of Rocket League for the RSC EU.
Exactly, and as we get those team stats up for you, as again, we've got Hades versus Dogon. We've got Hades coming in 6th in their respective conference in the Glaciers side. We've got Dogon from the Ignis conference coming in 5th. So we've got that cross matchup, 5th against 6th, but the wins, they're pretty similar, same with the losses, of course, but the stats look pretty even here, and I think the only thing you can really point out is those saves, and maybe you can pick up a little bit on the demos, but it seems like a fair matchup at this point.
Saves, the best offense is defense, as they say, isn't it? So that might very well come into their play style here this evening. Thank you very much for the subscription out there too. 17 months. You must like Rocket League. And thank you very much for the follows that are coming in. Thank you, Fast Andrea there. Casey, I'll be reading the chat there as well. You'll be focusing on all the action, of course, Buddha, because nothing gets past you, my friend.
Oh.
Nothing slips into the back of the net
Exactly.
on your watch.
Well, let's roll over to those player stats to see who is going to be putting the ball in the back of the opposition's net. And just a heads up for any new viewers or anyone that doesn't know, the Hades side refreshes on inactive reserve for personal reasons, so he will not be playing tonight. It's going to be replaced by Matty ET, a fellow solid master player in this tier. So be interested to see how they perform. But just looking at it, obviously we've got the Dogon side, the main roster looking at Matty, Mumu, Laser, and Pacey. And we've got Paul, the sub. I'm assuming the main roster will be playing. And obviously the Hades side, we've got Masuto, Ricky, Valerie, and obviously Matty ET coming in. And just off these stats, I mean, I can already see a big stat from the Hades side. But for Dogon, I'm liking the all-round roster here. And Matty Mumu stepping up in the defense.
It's 3, so you have to play as a team. That's the all-important part, and as you said, are you liking their stats? Well, who are you going backing off there for backing? Sorry, I'm mistake. It's the pole's up, of course. Looks like it's swinging a lot in one direction out there, guys. So you realize that when the Beagles is in the booth, the underdog generally wins statistically. But who would you class as the underdog here anyway?
I think you'll go with Hades here just because of the new, obviously, player coming in. So you're playing a roster that's been together all season long, but that's not to doubt Matthew UT. He's a solid player. There's nothing to distribute that. He is a cracked player, but it's just how can they play with a new player, kind of last minute. I don't know if they've had time to practice with each other or are they warmed up as a team. Obviously, we'll see that, but with my predictions that we did on the RS cast, I did predict Hades to take this series, so I'm still going to stick with it because, I've got to win my predictions, but it's going to be tough. I think it's all going to come down to Hades if Matthew ET can fit with this team.
And the first match is the crucial one as they get their warm-ups done out there and kick the ball around a few times. Get some passing players action there, or are we going to see goals straight out of the gate? It's going to be interesting, but quarterfinals, mate. So it's definitely the time to shine. We're going to get ready for those gladiators to get into this arena. Start kicking the ball around because this is it. This is what you do, isn't it? On your Thursday night entertainment, you watch some Rocket League.
Exactly. There's nothing better to do. I mean, you could sleep, but why would you do that when you can watch some master play-in action? It only gets better and better from here. We start off with play-ins day 1, then play-ins day 2, then we get to those playoffs, and that's where all the action goes down, and then also we've got the Premier tier, but game number 1 now starting underway in the red side. We've got Dogon, Hades, sorry, and on the blue we have got the Dogon side already. A demo coming up from iRicky. Laser beats out one offensive player, but Matty ET gets a good block. iRicky trying to open up the first opportunity. Gets past one defender, but nothing too crucial yet. And Pacey, they're going to try to find a clearing here. Laser, plenty of boost in the tank. He's going to try to take it past Valerie here. He's going to get a block though. And already the first 30 seconds, we're seeing these teams warm up, and you can't take too many games to warm up as this is a best of 5 series. It's not the best of 4, and nothing going on target just yet.
Once again, it's that kerfuffle at the start, isn't it? As everybody starts to get a touch of the ball, get a feel. And I have to say, at the moment, there could be some good passing plays happening right there, but just a bit of a misjudgment. They're putting the pressure on early, aren't they? Hades, for sure. But let's have a look if Laser can clear it past that defender. Nope. Goes all the way down to the other end, cleared away well.
Minute just about to approach that clock, and it has now no goal. We've not seen that opening goal. Both teams still warming up to the opposition. Pacey gets blocked out from Valerie. Not going to follow up through. Valerie trying to get it into the midfield. Gets that pinch off the floor, but nothing to make it on net. Matty Mumu gives it away to iRicky. He's going to put it away to the backboard, but nothing's going to be found to a teammate in the middle. Matty ET trying to find something off the backboard here. Could fall to a teammate, but Pacey is there on the front post. iRicky keeping the pressure up, but nothing going on target just yet. But the shot for Valerie, and finally, we see goal number 1 come from Hades.
That's the pressure they've been applying. Good pass there. Pacey just unfortunately got the wrong angle in there, and what a side kick right to the corner of the net. Beats Laser. First goal.
Shot after shot. The amount we saw go wide over. It finally found one on target, and that was the first one on target. That finally does go in as well. Already looking for a second one here. Matty ET will get blocked up by Matty Mumu. iRicky has to find the save here, which he does. Not going to let that one slide through. He's going to try to take this out of this corner. Laser with a good block, but Valerie giving away to Pacey. Pacey with a chance. Not going to be able to get past one. Matty Mumu trying to find it, but not going to be able to find the touch. And we're finally trying to see it here, but Laser does get saved from Valerie, and we're now seeing Dogon on the offense.
Dogon, absolutely great. Good couple of plays there. Just a little bit of a day late, a dollar short. Could have got that one to even it. At the moment, they've cranked up the heat a little bit, I'd have to say. It's going to be interesting to see at the moment if Hades can come back on this one. They put the offense there quickly, but at the moment, Dogon getting the shots on. They're going to get him into the back of the net. They're applying the pressure. Top crossbar here. Can he get a touch on it? Yes, he does. So Ibiki clears it the other way, but once again, they're clearing it straight back into the Dogon team, and the Dogon team are applying that pressure. Can Laser align this one up, clear a defender? No, and they've gone back the other way. Big trouble. Only one defender. Wow, what a fantastic job.
Already blocked out from Matthew G. Goes up for it, but he's going to be beat out from Pacey. Valerie into the midfield off the corner, but nothing found. iRicky a bit too far up. Laser with a chance, but he's just going to put it wide. No shot found, and already seeing the sign of Hades work on their counter. Matimu with a good block. Tries to get past the second. Does get demoed. Laser beat out from Valerie. Could be a chance now for Hades with the shot with the angle, but it's not going to go in. Matimu is going to find that front post save, but only just.
A little bit more speed would have had it. There's some speed pressure at the moment as they're all almost triple committing here. As the 2 commit, they're going to go back and clear this one. If they've got that one back there, he's just trying to tap it over to his teammate because it was actually in the way of blocking it from the net. And Vicky, I think that is, and pronounce that one correctly, but yeah, once again, they're kerfuffling midfield here. Some great shots, but also great saves. 1 minute and 30 on the clock.
AC puts it wide. Is it going to be followed? No, it's going to be cleared up from Wairiki and Matimu. Trying to get past one, which he does. Not past the second, though. We'll find a block, though. Laser. He's going to leave that one. Pacey on Zabu's. It's going to be Valerie with the free first touch. He's going to put it to the side instead. Matimu trying to find Laser, which he does, but it's going to get bumped out of the air. Not going to be able to continue his dribble that he's looking for. Matty T off the corner, but it is going to go too far wide. Just approaching 1 minute left. Hades still leading by 1. Dogon still looking for this game 1 equalizer. They've got time to do it, but there's got to be soon. Onto the backboard. Can they find a finish? No. Matty T is going to put it to the side. Laser trying to keep the pressure up. Valerie has to get a crucial touch, which she does. Matty Mumu is just going to put one on the backboard, applying the pressure, but Matty T clears it out once again. And for the side of Hades, they're not giving up until we hit 0 seconds.
You never give up at all. Absolutely. Time as well. It's on your side at the moment or off your side. Doesn't matter. You still got chances here. They're getting some shots, but they're a little bit just off at the moment. Need to get a little bit better, guys. All right, Laser's going to send it down the other end, knowing that time is not on their side for this first match. Macy's had a miss here, and now it's come back. There's a demo. Can they do anything about this? Can Hades get an insurance goal? Or, obviously, can Dogon get it on? Time's not on their side, mate.
Oh, the final seconds, they got to find something. 3 seconds left on the clock. Matty E.T. takes up the wall. It's going to get blocked up from Pacey, but it is going to touch the ground. And Hades will take game number 1. They open up their series in the lead. And Dogon, what have you got for us? You've got to respond from that. And you've not even scored your first goal yet.
Exactly, of course. And it was just Valerie that got that one in the Season 5 tournament winner. The one shot, the one save, and 2 shots on goal. The one, say, 50%. Average there at the moment. But yeah, I'd say Dogon kind of played a little bit better towards the end there, didn't they, at the start? Or also realizing they needed to apply that pressure probably earlier. As you can see too, that's where the domination of the ball came down to as well. At the start, that Hades getting most of the ball touches early. But hey, it's the first game, of course. And generally, most teams do rebound in the second one. I mean, Buddha even made his bed for this match, so we'll see what's going to happen here.
It's got to be done, you know. I won't say, I won't go further on that just in case, but the second game is pretty crucial here because, you know, Hades, if they take the second game, they're looking comfortable. They could go for that sweep, or either way, they've got a couple of lives to rely on. But for Dogon, if you're losing this second game, you're put in that situation where you have to get that reverse sweep. So taking the second game just to tie the series up, it's definitely some momentum to head into the series, but and as I said, obviously, we only saw 1 goal, and maybe it's just that game 1 warm-up. You know, the opponents trying to get the gist of each other on the pitch. You've got to think, this is a cross-conference matchup. They've never played each other unless they faced each other in scrims. But even then, we've got Matty E.T. stepping in. So if you think about it, this is the first time they're playing against each other.
And that's what I love about those conferences, isn't it? Because it does spice things up when they're not used to playing. As you said, usually they're used to playing the teams in your conferences, so you get an idea. And there's a shot straight in the corner, but Matty gets to get there for the last final second. At the moment, there's the dog coming out there and applying the heat early, which is what they need to do. Cleared right over the defender. Can anybody come in a million miles an hour? Matty just got a touch on it. Come back at the moment, Pacey. Flipping it up in the air, nice and slow. Dropping it like a stone down there. Missed it. Matty's going to clear it away straight to the other Matty. There's 2 Matties out there, I just realised. Matty T, Matty Moon. Oh, they're both committing to the miss there. Valerie's the first one, the only one that's scored in this series so far. That Matty Moon's going to send it down in the inside there. Oh, wow, it's good set. They got it eventually. If don't succeed, try again.
That's their first goal. I mean, congratulations. It wasn't the simplest of goals. It was a bit of a weird one, but you got to take what you can get. But they're going to take their first goal in the series in their game number 2. They're leading it up, and we're not even 1 minute in, just approaching. So It's all down to them if they can hold on to this lead or look to extend, which is the most favourable option, especially in a playoff series like this. Matty E.T. taking his time in the air, looking for the dribble here, gets the second touch, looking through with the third down, but it's going to be blocked out from Laser. Tries to get past Valerie, but it's not powerful enough. Valerie in the back corner. Just get blocked out, but it does go in her favour. Looking for a shot on net, and it might just roll in. Yes, it does. The defence for the side of Dogon, it's just not up to par.
What defense? Yeah, that was a complete miscommunication there as Maddie was going to go out and just completely realized, I think he thought that one of the other players was going to defend that one, and he was the last defender. That was just a little bit of miscommunication. I'm sure he's be like, my bad, guys. But it's okay. The score is tied. I still apply that pressure. This is a good series so far. We're expecting it to go pretty much a one apiece, I'd have to say.
3.5 minutes. We've already seen a goal from each side. This is the first time we've seen of this, so it's going to be interesting to see which team are going to be the one to step it up. Matty UT, it's just going to pop it downfield. Nothing to follow through, though. Pacey just giving it away, though. But off the crossbar? No! I was going to say it just goes in, but I spoke too soon, and another save from Matty Mumai. Ricky, look for the double here. Looks for it, he finds it! What a way to take the lead.
That is almost very difficult to stop, isn't it? Two players committed to it. It gets to bounce off the top of the net there, bang, straight down. That's very, very difficult. Both players were caught sleeping inside their goal. And once again, now Hades are picking up the pace right now.
Touchdown, Matty T. Trying to find a pass across the field, but no one is there to receive. I reckon with the demo, trying to disrupt that defense. Matty Mumu not getting the best of touches. Laser trying to follow through. Gonna try block again, but Ireki is gonna beat him out of that one. Blocked up from Pacey. Matty T from the backboard. Down to Ireki. Blocked out from Matty Mumu. Trying to find it from the corner now. No boost left in the tank. Off the backboard, but nothing found. Laser is already up, looking for the double for himself. And he's gonna find it! And we've just seen both teams, they're just like, okay. Laser's like, I can do that as well.
Yes, exactly. Because guess what? It works. It's proven on both ends of the court. That's how you do it. Once again, it's very hard to do that. I mean, I'm not an expert in Rocket League, but that is difficult. That double or that pass off the top bar by yourself. Yes, well, we have twos on the clock, almost 2 minutes and change, and twos even for both these teams. So, yep, I think they're trying to copy each other's maneuvers at the moment, and they are working.
See one Matty on each side, and they're like, okay, we'll copy each other's goals as well. What's next to copy? Well, we'll find out in the rest of this series, but already over halfway through the game, 2-2 for each side. Next goal will be in that advantage for momentum, but nothing over. Demo there from Valerie. I reckon he gets past one, looking to get past the second now with plenty of boost in the tank. Could make something of it, but he's going to lose control of the ball. Matty Mumu. He's going to come off the side. Left in possession for Matty UT, but just going to give the ball away. Had a little bit of time there to take possession, and possession is one of the most key things off the crossbar. Oh, it's too dangerous, but nothing's going in.
Matty ET was the man there that had to save the hour with double commitments, as it was a great pass across the top of the net. Matty Mumu now getting it tapped, so we're going to Matty to Valley to Matty ET. And it's all kerfuffling in the corner here right now. Is that cleared away? Don't hit the camera, guy. He's flying up around there. I don't know if anybody has ever hit the camera. That's outside, I think. Let's go, Pacey. Matty Mumu, they got the 50. Down the other end of Matty. Cleared all the way back down there, straight to his teammate. Can he line up a triple commit here, maybe? Cleared away.
Haruki finds his first one, might look for a pass or a shot of his own, and it's just going to go in. Bottom right corner. The pass was ready in the box there of the opposition's field, but nope, doesn't need the teammate. Finds the opening, leading goal himself, and Laser, sorry, you're not reaching that one, buddy.
Fantastic job. That was right in the corner, very difficult. Loving the liveries the corner on these teams. Now, well, guess what? It's just up to, it's up to Dogon to just copy the same thing, guys. Copy the same goal. What, last time?
It's not that hard. It's not like it's easier said than done. Nah. But 1 goal lead for the Hades side, and as we said earlier, taking game number 2 is a massive advantage in this series, but plenty of time for Dogon. Pacey getting past 2, but not the final third player. Matty Mumu off the side. We're trying to find a teammate in the midfield, but it's going to find Ireki first. Matty T just going to put one on net, forcing that defensive clear from Laser. 0 boost shot here, almost finds the angle, but it will just go wide. 20 seconds left now. Dogon on an attack, but nothing solidifying past this defense of Hades, and they can find there's an extra goal here. It could be it. It could be over. No!
Oh.
What a save!
Yes! 3 players were committing to that one, but they'll eventually get that one as Iviki does. Yes. Yeah, I was like, look at that save. Look at that. But then Matty's all of a sudden, Lasers had to come back into play here, but a little bit too late. And bing, splash. That might hurt a little bit at the moment because it's might really put Hades up 1.
Second that save happened, all my head was saying, yo, they need to equalize this. The scenes would be amazing. It would have been a heroic save, but it could not be done. And Hades taking the second game 4-2. They go 2-0 in this series now, just needing to win one more, and they would advance to that next round of the play-ins. And they're looking on the verge of a 3-0 sweep, which is not really the way to go out in the play-ins. But Dogon, you're not out. You may be knocked down, but you're not out until it's fully done. So there's still hope for them.
Yep, exactly. I get knocked down and get back up again. That's what they need, Dogon. They need to do something about this one at the moment. Just going to come back a little bit stronger. But the players at the moment, haven't they, from Hades, they've been equally playing well together as a team. That seems to be the key that gives that little bit of an edge of a difference there. Once again, still. And this time around, they didn't have that as much control of the ball than what Dogon did. Dogon, however you'd like to pronounce it. So, but the shots with it were just there, more and more shots. That's all that's required.
For sure. I mean, we had Ireki with 4 shots alone, getting himself a hat-trick. Obviously, he didn't get any assists, but he didn't need them. Also, he got 2 assists from his teammates, and the rest he just did himself. You know, that solo play that we saw in the bottom right corner, he's the player to step up for this team if it's needed, and you know, that's what you need. They've got that team play, and surprisingly, it's going really well with Matty ET. You know, this is a team that's literally using a new player. Obviously, Matty ET is a great player, but it's just all down. Does it connect on the field with your team? And by the looks of it, it is working so far for now. But, you know, as you go against stronger teams, it's got to improve. But game number 3 is now underway.
You're right, Border. What happened is that they decided to get a reserve in this. So, look, there's a Matty on the other team, Matty Mubu. So let's bring in Matty ET to counteract that Matty. And it's obviously paying off at this point. Who's the better Matt, really? That's what's going to come down to. But at the moment, you're a team, and you win and lose as a team. And at the moment, yeah, as Dogon needs to start getting some wins in here to bring the series back to life. And this could be the way to do it, just there, right on cue. Laser says, yes, this is how we play as a team.
There it is. Laser forcing the defense to disrupt, and he finishes it up. Valerie could not quite read it. It's not the easiest to read. The whole net was available for Laser, but he finds it in the back of the net just in 25 seconds. Dogon are not giving up. They know it's still winnable. Nearly gets past both defenders, but not an easy task to do when you've got a strong defense like Hades. Just over 30 seconds in, already seeing an attack here from Hades, but does get a demo instead. Does not find the ball. Ireki is going to find it from the ceiling. Almost finds that flip reset, but Pacey doing a good job rushing as the first man. Matty ET just going to put one away here to Ireki, but it's not going to reach him at all. Pacey gets bumped out. Laser, the only player here on the offense for the Dogon side. Have to buy some time here in the corner. Maybe looks for a shot of his own, but it will be past infield. But Matty ET on the counter already. Hades, they might just tie it up. Matty versus Matty, but it does get saved.
Matty Mumu's been doing those saves when he needs to. And unfortunately, he might have to come back and do another one at the moment as we got an egg out there in the audience going for Pacey bouncing up at left, right, and centre. They're going to need to, because Pacey needs all the support that his team can do at the moment. They do have 1 goal, but they're under a little bit of pressure here. That's a great shot cleared away. Can Razor clear it back and the other way? A little bit too short on the ball, but can he get it over Valerie? He doesn't. Iviki now. Ireki's a little bit of a dangerous territory, so don't let him get all fired up at the moment because he's charging down the other end. 2 for now, and what a shot attempt. Oh, yeah. Upcut the Matty coming back the other end at the moment. Valerie's chased it down, but it's going to go to Pacey with, just a miss. Kerfuffling. Pacey back on the ball again. Eggs are bouncing up at left, right, and centre for Pacey. 3 minutes now.
Hades, they've had 2 opportunity, a demo from Ireki, but the save is there from Matty Mumu. The double commit on the backboard saves them, and another one there from Laser. Dogon looking to hold on this lead. Pacey looking for that goal number 2, but Matty ET is going to be there to Valerie. Going to pop it down. Looking for the dribble here, looking for a shot of her own on target, but this could be saved from Pacey. And all I'm hearing in this game is, what a save.
What a save, exactly. Well, best offense is defense. So far, it is working off. And there's iRicky again. iRicky's on a charge. iRicky's on a machine. Shooting at 100 miles an hour. Pacey's... What a save. What a save, right? There it is.
Every player has got a save, if not one, but they've got two. Everyone just somehow stepping up in the defense when it's needed. But the question is, how far can they go to find the equalizer, especially from Hades? Not going to be there, though. Dogon still holding on. Matty Boomu, not enough boost to follow through. iRicky into Valerie, but it's going to be back from Pacey. Could be going in. No! Matty ET with another save off the backboard. Valerie in the front post. Going to go into the corner. Gets past 1-0 boost. Not going to have to follow through. Matty ET beat out from Pacey. Not going to have to follow on the dribble. iRicky now. Going to try to take control in the corner, but Matty Boomu putting on the backboard laser. Can he find it?
Oh.
No, he can't. We've seen him do it a couple of times, but he can't do it for goal number 2.
Slow and steady here. As, yep, Pacey's got backed up on that one. That was good. That could have been the insurance goal for them. As the clock is still plenty of time, obviously, at the moment there for Hades to come back. We've seen that in the past, but get Pacey fired up. There we go, boosting a little bit right now. He's going to send over to the corner where both those defenders are. If you can clear them, if you can trick them to come out for a goal attempt, then you got it. As I said, sounds easy. It is easy, guys. There's a demo there for the defender. Pacey charging in. Just a little bit off the shot. Will it go back to his teammate? It will, Matty. We'll get it. And now the kerfuffling. But at the moment, the kerfuffling in the right end of the court.
1 minute left. Oh, from the backboard. Can it be finished? No! He finds the backboard, but not the net and not the double. Pacey trying to apply this pressure. Matty moving back to Pacey, but not going to have to find it. One defender left. Laser has to get a good touch here. He does find it. Looking for the second, which he does. Great patience there from Laser. Did not play too aggressive to throw their 1-goal lead that they have. Interesting to see that we're not seeing any individual game be so dominant. We're always seeing these very close games. So we see 2 games 1-0 at the moment. Obviously, we saw that one game 4-2, but it was nothing dominant. It was so back and forth, and it could be no save from iRicky, and literally every player has 2 saves but Laser.
You said it was going to be a game of defense. You're absolutely right. This is it. This could be the last opportunity to get it. But they're doing the right thing. They're keeping the ball away from Hades and not allowing Hades to get that last-minute goal. So they could very much do this as time's going to tick down at the moment. They're going to try to force it into the ground or try for going for another one. No, they want to go for another one, of course. But there it is. Bang. Dogon. They got it. They got one now, and that's a good booster. You win that game 3, and you save yourself a series. There it is.
Well, we're not going to see a sweep just yet. We might see one in the next series, but we're not going to see it here. Dogon are not going down without a fight, and you never know. There could be a reverse sweep here. I mean, I don't want to jinx it. I do not want to cast a curse on them, but it's on the table. It could happen. But either way, Dogon, they need to get comfortable because these wins aren't really comforting. Only a 1-0 lead all game. All it would take was Hades just to score 1, just like that, and it's back to level. They just need to find a bit of comfortability, a bit of an advantage in the game if they just want to secure it, because I don't know about you, but if you're a 1-0 lead all game long, all it takes is a lucky pinch, a lucky 50, just one little thing, and boom, you're back to square one.
Yeah, but the thing is with Dogon that we're lucky with for that one was that they had all the possession in that game. You know, you saw it towards the end there for the last couple of minutes at least, or at least half the match there. They were just completely in control of the ball, though. Every time some of the clears that were occurring for Hades, it was going straight back into Dogon, and that was good. But when you did see Hades make a little bit of a breakaway, Dogon didn't really have that many defenders back there. So that, yeah, exactly. When you do have that 1 goal up, you've got to make sure that you just keep applying that pressure that they were doing, which is working. It paid off for them. And I'm sure Hades are going to be analyzing that one right now and realizing, okay, guys, let's change our strategy up at the moment and send them home.
Well, game number 4 now underway. 2-1 in this series in favor for the Hades side on series point. Just need 1 more win and they will advance to that next round. Dogon need to take this game to head it to that game number 5. Valerie, maybe look for the double here with the angle from the corner. It's going to find it, but nothing on target. Matty Boom is going to pop it up. Laser. Going to be out iRicky. Could be a chance here for Pacey, but Matty T is going to boom up the field first. Matty Boom, just Matty to Matty. They're just, got a little bit of fixed teaming there. Just with the respect of the same name. Laser not going to find the block. Pacey will find it though. Valerie. Just try to get it out of their half, but Matty Bubu just applying and keeping demanding this pressure. Laser trying to put one away, but nothing is critical onto that net. Hades now looking for the counter, but nothing's going to be found. It will be a demo from Laser, but Dogon still in possession that we saw from last game.
This is what you like to see. Everybody, nobody giving up. Everybody giving it a shot. Good passing play. Matty Mumu's on it. He can Laser just a little bit of a stone there. He's gone. Both missed it. Laser's in the wrong place there for an assist as he's dropped down. Now Valerie's tried to clear it down the other end. It's up to straight to Mumu once again. Dogon getting the ball control. More ball time is what I was looking for.
Oh,
Two defenders back there. Yeah.
Into the midfield here. Could be a chance for Valerie. No, just goes over. Why can't they score? I want a goal. Come on, give me one.
Well, it's easy. Just put one in the back of the net. That's all you need to do. I've done it at least once in my career. Only once, I think. So if I could do it, anybody can do it. There we go. But like they're on the corner. I don't like it when all players are in the corner at one time. Oh, cleared past a defender. Cleared past two defenders, perhaps, with a demo, but nobody there to back him up. Can't be afforded losing that one, guys. Once again, seems easier. The demos are coming in at the moment, so Laser's got Matty. Leads straight back into Pacey. Once again, Dogon getting the ball control. Slow and steady. Might win the race.
Approaching nearly halfway through the game. Still not found that first leading goal in this game. Ricky, you got a couple of seconds. Challenge from Matty Bubu. Valerie. Trying to put it away on net, but nothing too close. Laser just going to leave that out for Pacey. Not be able to find the read from the corner. He's going to have to play slow, but it's going to be cleared up from by Ricky down the field. A bit of ping pong at this stage. Matty Bubu is going to ping it back to the opposition. A bump there from Pacey. It could be a chance here for Laser, but nothing's going to be capitalised, and it will be cleared out yet again from Matty ET. Does get a good challenge, but it's going to fall in favour for the Dogon side. Laser, almost fires to touch. Could have been very dangerous pinch there, but still continuing with 0 boost. He does not care how much boost is in his tank. He will go until he can't hit the ball no more.
He would go to the light to stop shining. It was a laser. It's aerial ping pong. That's what this is called. Aerial ping pong with a little bit of boost added on the side. And that's what I think you might be requiring at the moment. It's this time for Hades to come back on the other end here. No, it's not. And the try, but Pacey's going to clear it. Straight over to Laser. Laser's been really setting up a lot of those assists there in the corner, but none of the teammates are coming through to follow it. This is also dangerous territory right now as Matty's going to hand it over there, and there it is. Pacey a little bit too daylight, double shot, but Matty ET scored. Hades are up one.
It's not the way you look to concede your first goal, but, well, it has happened. Followed up from Matty ET. Pacey just not getting the ball in time. Probably expected his teammate to have him cleared on that backboard, but it happens. They got to look for the equaliser. Off the corner already, but I reckon with the interception. Matty ET. She's going to take his time on the ball. Valerie looking for a shot off it. Will go on target. Save from Laser. I reckon looking for it, but it will just fall wide. Popped up from Matty ET. Could be a chance now for Valerie. Valerie looking for the shot. It's going to look for the double now. Does find the read, but not on target. Matty ET following through, but nothing going on target. And we now see Dogon looking and fighting for 1 minute of their equaliser.
Dogon have to get to a point right now, just committing everything to this, but at the moment, all the pressure is swinging to Hades. Hades want to seal the deal in this one. They would have wrap it up and head home with the victory. Now, Dog, get your Dogon. I said, Dog, get your Dogon. You got to get it on right now, guys. At the moment, Hades are just cranked up the gear. They're applying that pressure right now. They're putting Dogon on the back foot. On the back tire, actually. There's no feet here. There it is. They're going to apply everything right now. So, third man, commit to it. Going to jump over both the players, and they have. They've earned it. Laser scored.
It's just simple as that. I mean, it's a good bounce there for Laser, but he just puts it on target, and I think all the players expected to go straight in the net with no bounce, but either way, Laser's just put it in, and by the amount of times Laser's just not put the most on-target shot, it's just an awkward one. At this point, you'd have just thought they would just shoot everything they possibly can, because the Hades defense can't really predict Laser. He's got his ways of finding his goals, but at least he's equalised it here, maybe looking for the overtime, the first one of the series. as they do have to go all out. As soon as they drop a game, it is out for them in the play-ins. There's no second chance in the play-ins. You have to win every single series. We could be heading over to the first overtime. 0 seconds. Is anyone going to be the hero for their side? Or will it touch the ground? Matty keeping it up, but it will be touchdown, and we go to overtime.
Yeah, what a way to go. They're not giving up. They're not yielding, Dogon. Especially after that very late Hades charge, because Hades really wanted to look to me. They just wanted to wrap it up at the moment. Dogon's like, no, Can anybody come flying this one? He has! And he definitely has. Who's fired up the laser? Pointing in all the right directions, isn't he?
Laser, I'm pretty sure he scored every goal for Dogon, if I'm not mistaken. If not, he scored all of them but one. But I'm pretty sure he scored every single goal for them, and he's definitely the MVP for their side at the moment. And he heads Dogon into Game 5. Hades, you need to respond. You took 2-0 up in the series, and I'm just saying, the reverse sweep, it's on the table now, Biggles.
I think you already cast it at the start when you said I looked like there might very well be a reverse sweep. But I don't want to commentate, curse it. Cast a curse it. I think you did,
Hey,
mate.
I can say it. I can say it now. I can say it now.
Yeah.
It's fine.
But that's what we want anyway. We want a series. It's great to have the first round of the evening here for the Masters play-ins, for the quarterfinal, to be going like that. Because you can never be too confident, can you? If you're up a couple of games, you're like, okay, this seems easy. We could just take this one home. Nuh-uh. Not when it's playoff time. You have to win or go home. So we got some reactions out there with a lot of those channel points that they'll be paid. And I think at the moment, well, we still get those channel points paid, of course, because we are down to the final game. So this is it. No more messing around. Make your beds or don't make your beds, is what it has. And we'll find out in your predictions, mate. Do you think it's going to go to the flip there? Do you think Dogon's got the momentum? Or, I don't know, the way Hades was playing? It's 50-50.
I mean,
flip a coin.
Dogon definitely has momentum. I mean, they're really fired up. You can tell that, they've really brought themselves back into it. But Hades, they've still got that firepower, and we still need to see this team. I think, well, obviously they have to bring it out now, because if they lose, well, that's it. They're gone. But, in this Game 5, they either have to use Matty ET and really look on his solo potential and his mechanical ability, or they just have to play Valerie and Ricky's player style. Either way, you got to pick one, but Matty ET is a pretty high valued player here in the master tier, so maybe you do think you kind of focus on him, but it's a new roster. You don't have much time to test with it. It's just you got to go with the flow. But game number 5 is now underway. Dogon looking for that reverse sweep, and Hades hopefully looking to not throw that 2-0 series lead that they did have.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Valerie, you got to talk about Matty ET, of course. Great playmaker, true champion. But Ricky, remember, putting a little pressure on early. Valerie was the first one that scored for their team. So they have some great top guns in there. And when they apply those attacks, they're applying them at that moment. It's just every single time, I think, at the moment, Dogon's just getting some of those clears there in the right, getting a little bit more ball control and applying this pressure like they are right now. As Pacey had to beat both of them. But what it's done is sent both players there charging at it, which is a great way to get it done. And Laser, well, he won't fall asleep on that one. Bang, gets the first score.
You give him a setup of a double, he just doesn't miss it. He hits the ball every time, and most of the time is gone into the back of that net. Laser is a force to be reckoned with right now, and just think, this is the first series. If they continue to that next round, he could be even popping off even more, but Laser is definitely the player they got to shut down when they're on that defense.
And it was good, absolutely good. We got to remember it was both the play from his teammates as well, too. Is what they did, was they drew out both those defenders up high, across the top of the net. And that just allowed the extra player to come in there, and obviously being Laser, to just mount a challenge with one defender. Make it a lot easier, of course. Pacey now with the ball. Ricky, Valerie charging at it. And guess who's touching it right now? The man that you don't want them to touch it, of course, Laser. But they fired it straight at the net. Pacey cleared it away. Back to Laser. Liking this a little bit more offensive momentum. Cleared away to Matty. Once again, they got possession. A 3-on-1 commitment. Can he drop it down here? Oh, very good clear away there. Matty's got it up in the corner here. Can Pacey drop it a little bit down here? Where's Laser charging in? There's Laser. Oh, once again, I think they're starting to read Laser now, saying, okay, don't give... They might have to start demoing him.
Might be the play in the past of the games in the series. Well, if you're in a 1-0 lead, you're looking pretty good, as we're not really seeing a high goal-scoring match. as of so far. Off the backboard from Pacey. Laser trying to follow through, but nothing's going to connect to that net. He's going to try and keep it in that corner. Almost finds the block. Matty Boo could have a chance here, but it's going to be blocked. Oh, Matty ET. A little bit of time. He's going to give the ball away to Laser. Almost finds a chance on there. He's in the corner. This could be dangerous. A great block there from Valerie, though.
Yeah, he got beaten, actually, on Valley. That was brilliant. I think they're starting to wake up a little bit there. Don't allow Razor to get too many taps on the ball. Because it looked like to me he was lining up Pacey there for a center shot. And Hades at the moment, well, 2 minutes now. Here's Laser again. Nobody there to help. Pacey's got to come forward to it, but if Pacey does too much commit, there's nobody back in defense. So I think Pacey was wise there to back off a little bit. And look at that, they're clearing it again. They're getting all the midfield passes and touches, aren't they? Dogon. And that's all they need to do because they're running the clock out. They had that tiny bit of an insurance goal, just the one goal, of course. We saw what happened in the previous match.
Oh, good demo there from Matty. Matty had a chance. No!
But Laser's got a tap on it. No, it's Keel away. It's up to Iriki here. He done it. He slid over him. He's got it. He tricked him. Just a little flick. Boom. Done.
Oh, no. Matty Boo. He's not going to be happy with that miss, and it just converts straight away into conceding, and it's definitely not the way to go in Game 5. We're back to 1-1. Might as well start at 0-0, but they've just got less time now to find their leading goal, or we could be seeing that Game 5 overtime. I mean, I can only hope for that, but it's up to the players if they want that pressure. Matty ET down into the Iriki, but nothing's going to be on net. Matty Boo plays it downfield. Pacey not going to find a touch, and about to approach 1 minute. And Hades looking stronger, but Dogon, they've still got that firepower. They've still got that momentum from their 2-win streak in the series.
Yeah, but Dogon are committed without committing. Once again, they're losing their defense up there, and Matty Moo says, hello. He's got a little Moo cow on top of his car too. I think that's the first Matty Moo score. And so it's a crucial one because it gives him an insurance goal.
Oh, I've just seen the bump there from Pacey. A great bump, look, completely destroying any chance of a save. It most likely was going in, but he takes out that possibility. A great demo, but obviously a good finish there from Matty Boo. Under 50 seconds left. Pacey looking for a goal of his own. We're not going to have to find it. 1 goal lead now for Dogon. Can they hold it on to clean up this reverse sweep? Matty Boo. Going to pull up into his own corner. Pacey not be able to find the touch. Will be into Matty ET. Trying to pop it up off that backboard to set himself up, but it's going to be Pacey there, the challenge. Valerie trying to keep this pressure up. Not going to follow through with the second, and no one is up to finish. Pacey give it away to Matty ET off the blue corner here. It could be dangerous, but Matty Moo will find the block. 20 seconds now left. And Hades, they have to score or it's over.
Yeah, they're going to commit right now. They're back on their defense because that's what Dogon's been doing so well, haven't they? Just been in control of the ball. But they're on the wrong court, guys. Got to get down the other end right now. Throw everything you possibly can. Shots like that's what you need. Try to follow it up. Not going to be enough time. Dogon pulled off the reverse sweep and it win the series.
0 seconds, and yep, they're just going to put it to the ground. I don't blame them for it. Dogon didn't just win in a Game 5. They reverse swept. I mean, congratulations to that, but you got to give efforts to Hades. Obviously, a new player coming in almost last minute, obviously last day, as you could say, but they did put up an effort. They put up such a good show, but Dogon, they've been the team all league play long. The chemistry was there, and I mean, Laser, he was definitely there on the pitch as well.
You wouldn't have thought that at the start, didn't you? When you saw Hades come out the gate there. We didn't know it was close, but I think Hades was strong. They played well for that first couple. Dogon then got together, huddled in the garage and said, okay, guys, where are we making mistakes? And I think at the end of the day, they ended up having more control of that ball, didn't they, towards the end of those last 3 games. Just, you always got the touches, and every single time Hades were clearing the ball away, it was going straight into Dogon, so that Dogon allowed Dogon to start, masterminding their strategies again. Give it to Laser. Just give it to Laser. He'll score. He did. Made it work. Hades, of course, I think at the moment, we're probably a far better team at scoring the goals. They just didn't have enough passing play opportunities.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate. They just couldn't keep it up. Obviously, the first 2 games, they looked pretty strong. Obviously, first game, it was only, I'm pretty sure it was just a 1-0 victory. But game 2, they took it away in a 4-2. It was looking convincing. They're stepping it up. They were getting a bit more aggressive. But hey, Dogon, they just said, hey, it's not over. And, game three, they just completely switched it up. They gained that possession on the field, and the possession is what took them all the way to that game five. And Dogon are going to be advancing to that next round where they're going to be facing Rias Legion. And obviously, unfortunately for Hades, that's the end of the run. That is season 9 all done for them. But it's congratulations to them for making it here and just for good efforts in the series. But wow, Biggles, anything you want to say before we go to our little break?
It's win or go home, and they all know it. And that's why we had to go to, didn't we? We went all the way through that series, came down, just literally always do it, basically 1 or 2 goals, and that's all you need to win it. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to the next one, mate.
Yeah, well, we'll be back very shortly, in roughly around 10 to 12 minutes. So, also make sure you grab some food, grab something to drink as well, as we're going to be back for the next round of play-ins. We're going to see Dogon versus Rias Legion. Will Dogon continue their run, or will it be ended? Well, we'll find out after this break.
Trapped behind bars, it's like I'm on Mars, scorching hot. Life can be hard, but it's what we do to get to the top. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Taking this present like a game. Too many people out there to blame, and I've been feeling pain, so I will break away. Telling us how to live their way, but some of us know that it's a play with all the lies around us, keeping us constrained. Foes missed as friends, increasing my strength. When I remember myself, life can be hard, but it's what we do to get to the top. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Taking this present like a game. Too many people out there to blame, and I've been feeling pain, so I will break away. Telling us how to live their way, but some of us know that it's a play with all the lies around us, keeping us constrained. Baby, can you pray tonight? Baby, can you pray for? Oh, baby, can you pray? 'Cause every time you make on time, it's only to the end. So pray tonight. So you won't for every run that we had, surround and I know it. But I'll be ready every day. You know everything's alright. Are you gonna pray? Are you gonna pray tonight? pray, pray, pray for me and fast. Baby, pray, pray, pray for me and fast. Baby, pray, pray, pray for me and fast. Gotta pray, pray, pray for me and fast. Baby, pray, pray, pray for me and fast. Baby, pray, pray, pray for me and fast. Baby, can we pray, pray tonight? Baby, can we pray, pray fast? Oh, baby, can you pray? 'Cause every time you make on time, it's holy to the end. So pray tonight. just like you know. I always want stress like you. Oh, I always want stress like you.
Let's go. Just like you know. I always want stress like you. Oh, I always want stress like you. Let's go.
Hold tight, I've been right where you're standing. Just hold tight to me. The world tries to beat you and leave you lonely, but there's light you see. 'Cause now I know we are God. They can push, they can break, they can throw our bones away. Call me by another name, but I'm a champion. Trying to keep my head up high, but the water keeps on rising, feeling on my knees with sighs. Why can't live and feel like dying? But there's something inside of me that keeps me alive. Cold eyes staring right back at me, but they won't see me cry. This fight wasn't made for everybody. We're different, you and I. Don't you know? We are God. They can push, they can break, they can throw our bones away. Call me by another name, but I'm a champion. They can push, they can break, they
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the RSC Season 9 Master Play-Ins. We saw that first round where Dogon got the reverse sweep onto Hades, but hey, now they're in the next round, this second out of the third, and they face up RSC Legion, who are not an easier target. Well, I hope so. I don't want to call anything, but yet again, I'm joined by Biggles for this second series in a row.
Second series could be a second sweep series. We don't know. Well, not sweep, of course. Reverse sweep. It's possible. Anything's possible, of course. RSC EU can happen. Maybe will happen. But yeah, it's just said not as easy. But I'll tell you what. There's one thing that you generally have. I mean, Dogon are on that momentum, aren't they? Coming back on that one, winning those last 3 matches. That's got to give you that motivation and that spirit to come in fiery on this one. So if I was RSC Legion, I hope they would be doing a bit of practices there, studying perhaps that previous match there to see, spotting any ways that potentially can play better, of course, and win this one to progress through. That's going to be the interesting. What do you guys out there in the chat think? Well, 32K points have been spent on one-sided in the series so far, so maybe they know something we don't know, mate.
Maybe. Well, RSC Legion, you better be prepared because Dogon, they're on momentum. And as we look at the team stats, obviously, we're already familiar with Dogon's stats. But RSC Legion, this is their first appearance on stream for their players, their first series. So we get to see a little bit about them. Obviously, they finished a little bit higher than Hades in that Glacies conference. They finished 4th. So 4 wins above Dogon. Obviously, different conferences. And the stats, they still look fairly even. And yet again, we're seeing the saves be the big factor yet again. And is that going to be Dogon's kind of advantage? Because with Hades, we saw it, but now they're warmed up. You'd start the question, are they going to be even better than what we saw in the first 2 games against Hades?
There's also another thing at the moment as well to mention, is that it is endurance, right, man? It is still, it's a video game because you're playing on a controller and stuff like that, and maybe an air-conditioned environment. But it's mentally grueling, isn't it? Especially when you had to go to a 5 series and you had to play your butt off. And that could come into effect a little bit later there for Dogon, because, they could start slipping up a little bit, getting a little exhausted, especially if it goes to a grueling Game 5 series as well against RSC Legion. So that's also a factor to come and play in esports competition world.
Either way, that endurance is going to be needed, because if they make that lower bracket run, well, if they want to win it, they got to win a lot of series in a row without losing. And as we go to the roster stats, obviously, yet again, we've already kind of seen Dogon's stats, so we won't go too in-depth about them, but obviously the chat, if you haven't been here for the first series, you can obviously have a look for yourselves about Dogon. But RSC Legion, I want to put the focus here, as you'll see, this is their first appearance on stream for the play-ins. Obviously, main roster looking like Emma, Hugo, and Alanis. Stats looking pretty evened out as a team. But the saves, yet again, it all favours to one player, and it does go to Emma with 105, but it's not that far ahead. Alanis with 91 and Hugo with 77, and the goal participation is all around the same. And RSC Legion, I think we're going to see a team here and not a solo carry.
Yeah, a team is what you're going to have to play as a team. You mentioned that one. So there's the 4 Gladiators. Not quite sure who's going to be playing specifically in for that team now with the reserve, but you'd hope that Emma would be with 105 saves. That certainly would be your goalkeeper of goalkeepers. Then again, Matty Moo has always been there doing his doing the do, Matty Moo. And, well, there it is. So I think we should get ready to find out what's going to happen in this match here, mate, for the second round this evening of our entertainment here at RSC EU. Of course, we've got another match coming up a little bit later after this one. But for now, let's say thumbs up. What do you reckon, guys? Let's get to see.
Oh, game number 1 is about to get underway. The players are in. They're in their spots, nice and comfy, nice and cozy, ready for the kickoff. RSC Legion versus Dogon. Best of 5, as always, in the play-ins. Let's see who can opening it up in the first game. Alanis not going to find a shot at demo there from Hugo. In the blue side, we've got RSC Legion, and in the red, we have got Dogon. Matty Mumu passing it to Pacey, and already goal number 1 from Dogon.
Wow, out of the gate. They're fired up, aren't they? They're continuing that momentum that they had completely from the first one. Hasty getting one in the back of the net. Remember, Hasty wasn't the one scoring. It was essentially Laser, so perhaps now Pacey's fired up. Anyway, they're fired up to get that first goal early. But hey, it is definitely early. RSC Legion wants to get fired up. Ooh, wow. RSC Legion get fired up. If they get fired up, we'll have a series. We'll have a game.
Oh, Emma looking for something, but Matty Mumu on the backboard into Hugo, but what a save from Laser. Instead of scoring all the goals, he's now the saviour for the Dogon side. Another one there, but a damage from Alanis, and Emma is going to clean that one up, and we're already back 1-1.
What a great play. Yeah, they fired up. They said, okay, all right, bang. That's because of that demo out there. Cleared one of the defenders. Only came down to Matty Mumu, who's been doing all the saves, but it's flipping it up at the moment, isn't it? So you got It's Emma, that's generally the keeper on that side. Switching it up at the moment, and now Lasers now becoming the keeper on that side. Pacey's got a tap off there. Cleared away. Matty Moo misses it completely. This could be a charge down the other end. Dangerous territory. 2 defenders there. Atlantis has nothing to do coming back at the other end at the moment, and the pressure's switched back. Left, right, and center. It's aerial ping pong with rockets.
Alanis up to the backboard, but it will be Matty Mumu with the first touch. Going to deny the double read. Hugo looking for a shot. Pacey with the save. Hugo yet again trying to find Emma in the midfield. He's going to find her, but Laser not going to find the block. Pacey trying to keep the offense alive, but Alanis is going to get that one out to the side. Emma trying to get past Matty Mumu, but it's going to be passed into Laser off the blue corner here. Laser is very dangerous on the ball. Player you definitely need to shut down. Matty Mumu going to try to take control of the ball here in the back corner, but good pressure there. Emma not going to find the shot, and Laser, he's looking feisty. He's looking for this play, but Hugo not going to let anything get past him.
Hugo cleared 2.
Oh,
and
the
it's Emma
demo-
charging.
Oh!
It's Emma's going to tap it. Hugo got it anyway. Didn't need to. Wow, what a play. Hugo cleared 2 defenders. Look at that. Bang, cleared 1. Cleared the second. You didn't see it in the replay, but it's a shot. Roll the ball down there, momentum. And that actually had to say it's Emma probably did that demo and secured that goal. What a play.
Talk about a tactical demo. Well, there it is, ladies and gents. That is how you use a demo efficiently. If it's not on the goal line, it's in the midfield to stop them from at all getting the ball on that rotation, and they find their 1-goal lead starting up in game number 1. They're not looking to go down in their first game. They're ready. They're ready to go in that game 1. They don't care that Dogon are fired up. It doesn't faze them that they've had a whole series. They're here to win at the end of the day. Matty Move off the backboard. Pacey not gonna be able to find them there. Emma gets past Laser. Could be a chance here. Just has to get past Matty Moo with the demo from Pacey. Does shut down Hugo, so no pass and play will be found.
Good attempt, but absolutely. But they're charging back on the other end of the court right now. It's Emma. Defend. Yep. But that's the thing, isn't it? Even if you do win a couple of games at the moment, you are winning a couple of games against Dogon. We've seen reverse sweeps are possible. So, hey, it ain't over until you've got 3 wins next to your team's name.
Ooh, good challenge there. We'll go back into the side for Dogon. Could be a chance though on net, but it will be saved from Pacey, forcing it out. Will be a shot from Alanis, and there it is. They forced that first save, and Alanis follows up, finds an open opportunity. That's all it takes. Just a simple shot on the net. That's sometimes all it takes, Biggles.
Yeah, and because you can't be saving multiple saves when the shots are fired. It's like a bulletproof vest, isn't it? It can save you once or twice, but if you keep firing that same location in a bulletproof vest, eventually the bullet will go through, and it did in this case.
Double commit maybe there. Hugo is going to take it control instead, but Matty Mumu is in that red corner trying to convert to this counter. Laser could have a chance. Intercept from Alanis. Pops it up past 1, looking for the re-tit. Almost finds it. Will be Laser. Matty moving out, popping up for himself. Maybe look for an air dribble here. Demo from Pacey opening up the net, but Emma's there in the back post rotation. There is more than one player in the defense, and you got to shut down more than one if you want the opportunity. 2-goal lead for the side of Rias Legion, and Dogon, we did not see them score more than 2 goals in that Hades series, so it's going to be a bit of a struggle for them.
Well, it looks to me... Oh, there's the demo at the moment. Yeah, it just looks to me that Rias Legion have probably been studying the tape, haven't they? And analysing what to do about Dogon's a great momentum swing at the moment, and they've covered them off. They've got the 2 insurance goals, essentially. And there's a great shot. Matty had to be there. Back to Pacey. Another attempt at offense. But it's cleared away in dangerous territory. It's Emmons going to send this one down there. Doesn't really matter. Atlantis will put it in the back of the net.
There it is. Goal number 4. No mercy being shown. Laser not quite getting the clinical touch that he's looking for. Not finding it again. Very unfortunate for Laser, but Alana's, yet again, just puts it on the net. It's all it takes. 2 shots for 2 goals. Hugo peppering up with shots. 6 shots for himself, only finding 1 though. But either way, they've been keeping that offensive pressure going. And Dogon are just crumbling and crumbling. Just under 40 seconds left. They're looking for goal number 2 here. Maybe to just start with some momentum, but still could not find it. And Dogon, they've been in this position before. They've lost a game 1 before, and also they lost game 2. So we know that they can bring it back, and that's a way to get the momentum going.
Exactly. Matty Moo. Getting it done when you need to get it done. Now, even if you're not out in the series, of course you're not out in this game. But you got to swing it that way. I thought maybe a fatigue could be kicking a little bit there, but now they're getting it fired up again. And what I'm seeing, we'll probably talk about this in the post show as we're continuing with the 2s on the clock here. And 2 goals is what they need right now to come back.
May move into laser. Hugo just gonna try to keep this out. Wants to get all the way into game number 2 already. Game number 1 looking wraps up now. Emma maybe looking for goal number 5 here. Saved from laser. Alanis trying to find it on net onto the backboard. Maybe is going to put it to the side, but it will touch the ground. Rias Legion taking the first game in this series. And Dogon in the same position again. They have to respond back, but what a great game for Rias Legion to start off with.
Yeah, it looked a little bit sketchy at the start, didn't it? Especially when they didn't score the first goal. And that swing to the dog. I'll get that one all correctly, so you guys know what I'm talking about. But what I had to say was, that's what happened. And I think that's how they've responded at the moment too with Rias Legion, is that every time the other team has made a charge attempt like they've been doing so well with the ball control, at this time, when those clears have been out from the defensive end, Rias Legion are picking up on that one. And that's what happened with Hades before. Hades just failed on those cross charges there when the ball was cleared. And Rias Legion probably have picked up on that by studying the tape in the previous matches.
Rias Legion with 15 shots. They're not shy to put that ball on the net, hit or miss. They're just going to keep going shot after shot. And Dogon only being able to put away 9. Still a decent amount, but not putting away most of their chances, only being able to put away 2. And obviously, in the game of Rocket League, obviously the obvious statement, most goals wins, but you need to create as many opportunities as you can. If you're not doing that, then you've got to at least put away every opportunity that you do get. And Dogon, maybe that's just what they need for Rias Legion, because, as I mentioned earlier, we never saw Dogon score more than 2 goals. So if you think of in the Rias Legion side, they're like, okay, let's just score 3 goals. It's probably a win.
Yeah. AS Conflict out there saying he just come back. You joining a great match, of course. As I think you went and you did see Doctor Strange. Don't spoil it, of course. So spoiler alert. But I'll tell you one thing: what Doctor Strange could do is, can you time travel? He could turn time back. I'm not sure if the teams, maybe some teams, at least one of these teams at the moment. Why are we requiring a bit of Doctor Strange's abilities? But at the gate at the moment, doesn't it seem like, once again, Rias Legion applying the soldiers in the right place at the right time. You go with the tab. Dangerous bounces like that. It's Emma. Flowers all around. Yeah, those bounces, they're so hard to predict, aren't they? Look at that.
Just popped up, pacey, a little bit awkward, but just puts it on there. The defense just a little bit crumbled on the line, not be able to read that one. Already starting off strong from Rias Legion, continuing that offensive dominance that we saw in that first game. They're already back on it. Alana's looking for goal number 2 here. It's going to put it into Hugo, but it will be blocked out from Matty Mumu. Could be a chance now for Dogon. Laser, not be able to find a touch. Pacey, not a lot of boost to the tank. It's going to give it away to Emma. She's going to clear that one downfield into the corner. Clear that from Matty Mumu. It's going to be a chance though for the Rias Legion defense. Alanis pops it up. She's going to set herself up. She's going to take a dribble here. Not be able to get past the attacker, but Laser not with the shot. It was a good demo from Pacey, but the shot just wasn't there.
This is following through. Matty had to clear that one exactly back down the other end. Where's the Laser we saw fired up in the previous matches? Bouncing off the ceiling. There's Laser. Can he get a touch on it? He's getting a nice slow touch at it. Where's his teammate coming through? Oh, it's off to the left-hand side. Or the right-hand side, depending on where you are in the world, of course. Oh, that's a shot! Oh, Matty, but at least it was a shot. And now at the moment, guess what happens? When you take a shot attempt, Rias comes back at the other end, thick and fast. And then now they're going to try to cover him off, and they have. well, this is great, but 3 minutes on there and only 1 goal. They're both charging for it, but oh, wow. My heart rate is through the roof. I need a defibrillator.
We have not seen Laser pop off. Maybe he needs to recharge that laser beam inside of him. Maybe he needs to get some demos to charge it up and get it going. But either way, definitely needs to step it up unless someone else does for the side. Matty Boo with a great save. But still, RSC Legion, they're still in the opposition's half. Just a little friendly bump there to say, hello, I am here ready to take you out of the play-ins. Laser not going to find it. A simple mistake, and it goes punished.
Just have a look at the replay of that. Where did that simple mistake go wrong? Right there, yep. I don't know if he's trying to backflip it off to do something tricky there that Laser's been doing, but Hugo, not on Hugo's watch. I think maybe either is an out-class play. I don't know. But then again, do you think Dogon's just saying, you know what, guys, we've done a reverse sweep. We'll just let them win a couple and then we'll come back?
Calculated back-to-back reverse sweep, and then they do it again. The whole play-ins. I mean, it could happen. Goal number 1's there.
It's pacey. That's because the demos are out there. I'm liking a different strategy play here between the team. There was 2 people there anyway. So if Pacey didn't get it, Matty would have got it. And if Matty didn't get it, Laser would have got it. That was the demo. That demo caused that offensive play. It worked brilliantly. Is that what they need at the moment to even this game at least?
Maybe. Well, they've got over 2 minutes, so they've still got time. It's still possible, but Emma with goal number 3, the bump was there to just put the cherry on top. Didn't want to chance that shot, and that bump just made Laser not within reach.
Emma just like to see the flowers flowering at the moment, and the flowers are growing, and the goals are growing. Actually, that's what I was looking for at the moment, isn't it, from RSC Legion? With love from It's Emma. As she puts the goal in there, of course, to give them the insurance goal. And this could very much be another one. But hey, don't count out. Oh. Don't count out Matty Moo Moo. Because, well, they kept. Well, don't forget it. I'm running out of puns. Over to you, mate.
The 1-2 pass and play. That is how it's done. A great pass from Matty Moo into Laser, back to Matty Moo Moo, and he's just put that one right into the back of the net. 2 minutes now left on the clock. I've mentioned a few times, Dogon has never scored more than 2 goals in a game. They've got time to do it, but there has to be something different. They have to stay fired up if they want to make that change. As we'll see, RSC Legion, they are in the lead by 1, so it forces Dogon to go above and beyond where they've been so far today. But the possibility is always there. The pass into Emma does get the bump on the player instead. Alanis, challenged by Pacey in the corner, looking for the goal, and there it is. Emma and Alanis, they're just linking up on the field.
They link it up. They're like Siamese twins, aren't they? Right, reading each other's moves and maneuvers, and of course, Emma wants to throw some more flowers around there. But you know, you said you don't want to do anything, but a Dogon at the moment could very well be looking for the history books to say, look, we want 2 reverse sweeps back to back. So maybe they're targeting that one. Put that in your trophy cabinet if you get it, of course. But you have to get it, guys. At the moment, it's not looking too good to get a couple of goals quickly in the back of the net, especially the way that RSC Legion is soldiering on this one.
If my memory's correct, I think that first series we saw is the 2nd reverse sweep in the play-in/playoff stages so far. But I could be wrong, but I know it's something close to that, and they just can't find a goal. The defense of RSC Legion stays alive. 1 minute now left on the clock.
Clear 2 defenders here. Are you sure it's over? Oh, he's going to pay. Oh, what? But it's going to be a 3rd attempt. It's not. They're trying. 2 for now. 3 commit right now for RSC. Sending all the way back down the other end. I'll tell you what, that was a great play there from Dogon. Yeah, and there was a little miscommunication, but at this point, I think they're not too worried about it. But wow, did you see that play? All 3 players got a great shot. And Hugo says, hey, you know what? Yep, you can try, but unfortunately, unless you score, it doesn't count.
Is all his. Goal number 5 is pretty much sealed the deal here for game number 2. Obviously, mathematically, it's not over, but I mean, goal number 6, he doesn't want to stop there. Finds himself his hat-trick. And Alanis, where's your first goal? We've seen those 2 assists, but now we need to get the Alanis hat-trick right now. Imagine, 9-2.
All right, call it out there, guys. Thank you very much for the follow there. Do you want it? Do you want the hat-trick? I don't know. If you were really Dogon, do you really want to have that much of a hype going into the next match?
I mean, they're calculating the reverse sweep anyway. They might as
That's
well.
true. That's true, yeah. They know it. They want it. There you go. So let's go hat-trick. Everybody, I want to see the hat-trick chants out there if there are. Matty Moo demo's coming out. They got rid of the Matty Moo. They said, no, we weren't happy you scored that last goal. Laser now. Can Laser get fired up? Drops it down 12 seconds at the moment. And there it is. I don't think they... It kind of looks like they might be trying for a shot, but it is what it is. Reverse sweep time is what's going to be needed because Rias Legion is in town. Well,
It's going to be tough. It's not going to be easy. Obviously, 0 seconds left. Obviously, nothing can really happen here with a result. It is all over. And there it is. Rias Legion taking game number 2. We're in the exact same position as we were at last series. But I won't lie here, Biggles. I think it's going to be harder than it was against Hades.
Yeah, I know. Unless they're sandbagging, unless you've got too much of those groceries in the back of in the boot of the car or the trunk of the car, what you want to call it, and they need to take them out, lighten the car up a little bit, and get the powerhouse back on. You got to remember too. Dogon's come off a grueling series, so once again, I think fatigue might be setting in a little bit. But at the moment, they need to be playing and picking up a little bit because Rias Legion seems to me anytime Emma gets bored, she scores.
Yeah, both sides had 11 shots each, and Rias Legion just literally proved how much better their shooting percentage is, putting away 6 out of the 11. Dogon only putting away 2. And that's just showing that if Dogon want to win, they need to stop as much opportunities that Rias Legion are making. Because if they don't, well, they are proving in both of these games that if you give them so many opportunities, they're going to put away a lot more goals than you. So Dogon, they just have to really tighten up that defense and not let too many opportunities get past.
Dogon right now are sitting there studying the tape quickly as in the garage. They are fueling up, gassing up for this crucial round, of course. Got to get this one right, but can Dogon go? Guys, remember, we were down 2 games in the previous match. We came back and won 3. So let's repeat it. Fire up the laser. Get some pace in there, Pacey. And let's go mooing with the Matty Moo.
Let's get those cows going. Let's get farming. Hugo, it's an open net. He doesn't miss those. Well, Rias Legion are back at it again. Only 11 seconds in.
Yeah, Hugo. Hugo's really fired up at the moment. The Peppermint Powerhouse, of course. Other Hugo. 51 miles per hour. I need to change that to kilometers. Anyway, it'll help out for you guys there in the old system, but doesn't matter if it's old or new. Hugo is definitely bringing it. And it's up to, obviously, Amber Dogons.
Oh,
Can they Pacey's got it right there. Could be a bit closer, Pacey. Just reach in, put the ball in the back of the net. Didn't pay off.
so close, but just so far at the same time. Intercepted from Alanis. It's a great one there, but already boomed back into the opposition. Emma with the demo. Hugo with a couple of touches. He got a little bit of a wall dash there. I'm not too sure, but Laser with the shot. That's all it takes. Laser. I mean, it might be happening, Biggles. It might be happening.
I'll tell you what, yeah. Lasers blind you, don't they? They're pointing in your eyes. Do you think Lasers found that one? What did you rhymed something before? Something with the demo? Something rhymed with the demo on that one. I like that. That's why, because this man, what is it, casting? He's a casting legend. It's like, what can you be casting to, perhaps? Comeback series is here. Oh, yes, maybe you can, mate. I'll let you answer that question.
I mean, Dogon, this is the quickest we've ever seen them score their second goal. A great pass down from Matty Moo and the clean up from Pacey. I think that might be his first goal as well today. But either way, it's definitely one of a very few. We've not seen Pacey really be the goal scorer for the Dogon side, so it's great to see that Pacey is stepping up for the team. This is what Dogon need. Hugo into Emma. It's going to be cleared away back into Laser though. Matty Moo. Just going to try and find the second touch, but it will be Pacey instead. But goal number 3. Nah, that's not going to be allowed for Rias Legion.
Uh-oh, dangerous territory, because Matty Moo is not, he had to commit to that one. He did the save. Laser touching the ball. Laser's dangerous, and Laser touches the ball. Can he get this one? It's bouncing straight to the ceiling. Matty Moo's going to send it down, flying off the top of the net, cleared away. Hugo says, not on my watch. We saw what happened in the previous round when you do bounce it off the top crossbar. Dangerous territory. Pacey's got this one back again. Can Pacey fire up at the moment? He's got egg supporters out there left, right, and center for Pacey. Needs a little bit of a bounce. Gets a good angle here. Where's charging in? Matty Moo just misses it. Pacey's going to come back and clear this one. Otherwise, in dangerous territory. He has. Laser's on the ball. Dangerous when Laser's on it. Here it is. Once again, the defense is strong, of course. So, yeah, Rias, they're going to make that easy for him.
That was good pressure from Dogon. They kept the ball again and again, just kept into Rios Legion's half, not giving them any breathing room to get it out, and just keep making opportunities after the other. Miss them. Pacey with a chance. Oh, just go wide. Matty Mumu into the midfield again, but Hugo with a clear downfield. This could be dangerous, but Laser is going to find that touch into Pacey. Not going to find it. Hugo doesn't find the hope there.
Again, Matty in the right places. Matty, the king of the saves for his team, playing it. Razor now has to do a bit of work there because the pressure's on. Matty's back at the goal area doing what Matty does best, but he's too far into the goal area. Got to clear it. They have charged at it. Matty Mumu now sending this one into it to Razor. It's going to bounce off there. Could Razor get a double tap on this one? He can't. It's going to go. Pacey's going to clear this one midfield. This is great. All the twos on the clock as well, and only just the one insurance goal here for the Dogon.
Emma gets the first touch up, looking for the pass from the corner now. Lannis and Hugo both up for it. This could be punished. It just needs to be cleared downfield, but it's not quick enough. Laser into Matty Mumu. Back to Laser. It's going to take his time. Not going to find the catch. Oh,
no, it's not.
That's not what you want, especially in a time like that. And Emma now converting to an attack of her own, looking for the double. Oh, so close.
You don't fire up, it's Emma. You don't fire up this man as well, or woman, or whatever. It's Hugo scoring. And now evened it. Yep. That was just unstoppable. Unstoppable. Peppermint Powerhouse. Well, we have a series. Well, we might be, somebody might be going home if they don't do this. Dogon, get it on. Reverse sweep, you've done it before.
It's not like reverse sweep is one of the hardest things to do in Rocket League. It's easy. It's easy.
You got to get Razor fired up. Matty Moo is just a machine. And at the moment, 2 paces stepped up a pace as well. So come on, guys, got to keep playing better. You've been playing all match long, all night long so far. Pacey's going to clear this one. Going to get past Atlantis. It's not Atlantis. Atlantis. I was going to say Atlantis. It's Atlantis Morissette. Anyway, Laser. There's a demo. Got rid of its Emma. We know it's Emma's dangerous territory. Pacey's going to send this one down here at the moment. Can Razor get a tap on it? Putting it straight back in the goal area. It's what you want to be pointing at. Time is now getting a little bit ticking. Didn't this happen? Did this not happen? It did actually in the previous match, didn't it? They went to OT in the 3rd round.
Yes, I do believe so. After losing 4-2, it kind of happened here. Game number 2, they lost pretty convincingly, so maybe they're going to head this one to an OT, and it's just scripted at this point if it does. But there is still 40 seconds on the clock. Anything can happen. Emma goes up for it, trying to beat out Laser, which she does. Blocked out. Alanis with a chance, putting it on target. Oh, what a save from
Matty again!
It could have been it, but he has been the pure savior for Dogon right now.
I'll tell you what, mate, remember you can save 10% off my car insurance any day of the week if you keep saving all the savings that you're doing. But will it be enough? Because you need to score as well, guys. Otherwise, you're going to send to the OT. Laser on the ceiling, running out of boost. Absolutely no boost. Goes over. Pacey's got a little bit of a tap on it. There's a shot fired right to the... Oh, just a little bit. Double shot. Triple shot there. Going to let their guard down right now. They want to seal the deal this series. Guess what? Know that Dagon. Here it is. This can't be scripted. Michael Bay. This is not a movie.
Well, we got some pretty good actors if it somehow has, but we got the first overtime of this series. Can Dogon put it in their favour? Emma trying to get it up, but Pacey he's going to get the block. Blocked out again from Alanis, but Matty Mumu is going to clear it downfield. Laser gets the good catch, gets past one. This could be a good pass here, gets past another, but Hugo, a big clear from him. That was such a good play from Laser, but it could just not get finished.
Hey, there it is. Guess who's got the ball again? It's Laser. In the corner, dangerous territory, but now it's up to Pacey to clear it back. He got a great, strong clear down the other end, allowing their offense to continue to do what it's been doing best all series long. Taking out of Hugo's hands, demoing Hugo, so we're getting rid of you. You're out for at least a second. It's Emma. It's dangerous. They've shut down It's Emma as well. Who wins this over to... This is it. It's make or break. Dogon have to get this one, or they're going home.
Over a minute has passed. Hugo looking for the shot on target. The demo from Emma, and there it is. Rios Legion, who I now am calling the goated Legion. I screwed that one up.
Doesn't matter, my friend. It's been a
Either way.
grueling series, hasn't it?
There it is. A sweep. We don't see any games from Dogon. Rias Legion with the sweep. And I mean, that's going to be great momentum heading into their final series to see if they head over into those playoffs.
Yeah, well, all fairy tales, don't they? He closed the book at that chapter. The fairy tale chapter, obviously, from Dogon was, you know, they did it. And they really tried, of course. They put the attempt in there. Maybe the fatigue kicked in a little bit after that grueling series. But Rias Legion, at the end of the day, obviously, are the ones that got it all in the book when they needed to get it in the book there. And what do you think was the key there to what Rias did to secure the deal?
I mean, mostly I think it's for how I predicted in the RS cast. Obviously, I predicted Hades to go through to this matchup, but I generally put Rias Legion through here just because their chemistry. You know, these are players who are kind of good friends. They play alongside each other. I'm pretty sure Emma and Alanis are teammates. If not, I know they're quite close with each other. So either way, the chemistry is just here with this team. And it just works. You could see on the field, it was so good. Honestly, Dogon, they had good chemistry. You could see the team players. We saw some really nice passing plays between Manny Mumu and Laser, but it just wasn't enough. We didn't see that consistency. And for Rias Legion, they had so many opportunities, and it just left them so many chances. And well, they just put them away at the end of the day.
It's the counter-attacks that came back, wasn't it? Because that's what failed in the previous match there when Dogon played that team. And Rias Legion, of course, they went a little bit sloppy on that one. If they got a run at the net with only a defender, I mean, look at the amount of defending that obviously Manny Mumu had to do. He had to do so much work there. He was the only defender most of the time there. And unfortunately, you can't defend all the time there. Rias Legion, of course, you have to commit. So you have to try to get those goals. And, well, not on Rias Legion's watch. So Rias Legion get this one. But I tell you what, once again, they're going fantastic run in the series. Fairy Tale script, unfortunately, didn't work the way of the double comebacks, but it is what it is, and that's the match over and done. So, what is next on the books there, my friend Buddha?
Well, the final series of tonight and the day one play-ins obviously be Rias Legion. They advance into that final round where they do head up against Perks or Perex, however you would like to pronounce it, but it is from the Nines Esports franchise. So, you know, whoever wins that one will advance to that lower bracket in the playoffs. So it's a big series. You either win and go through, or you lose and you go out. But either way, it's going to be a great series. But unfortunately, Biggles, it's not going to be me and you. It's going to be left over to Vector and Tavish. So don't worry, China. You are being left in great hands. But for me and Biggles, that is it. Biggles, got anything to say to leave off before we go?
No, fantastic working with another great, one of the legends of casting here for RSC EU and one of the legends for Rocket League. Stick around, guys. Fantastic casting coming up next and casting fantastic teams.
Yeah, well, that's going to be it from us two, but make sure you don't go anywhere. We'll be back a little bit longer than last time once we get that final series set up for all of you guys in the chat, but honestly, the hype when we're back for the final series. But until then, we'll be back for the final series of the Master Play-Ins, Day 1.
Careful with your pretty eyes and run with me. You're done. 'Cause you and I are a secret. Feel my drift against your skin. 'Cause honestly, let's hold our breath. This is so real. Just you and me, let's escape, girl, tonight. Careful with your pretty eyes and run with me. You're done. 'Cause you and I are a secret. Feel my drift against your skin. 'Cause honestly, let's hold our breath. This is so real. Just you and me, let's escape. escape, girl, tonight.
Visions of you, with you. I'll be irritating. Visions of you, with you. Tonight, I'll be irritating. I'll be irritating.
I'm sorry that I didn't hit you back when you called my line. Or did you even need to talk? Or you wasting time declining all your FaceTime calls? Cause you're not my vibe, but God just let me go to sleep. Someone get high with me. Yeah, cause I'm running away. I'm looking for space. I'm healing from all of the pain. I'm running away. Cause I feel lost right now, and it's hard to breathe. And I've lost myself. What happened to me? looking for space. I'm healing from all of the pain. Mama said you're meant to burn as bright as a star among the midnight sky. All the pressure blinded me, but now I see I'm no different from the rest. You said I'd fly away, but my walls have kept me down. Now I'm lost and I'm afraid, and I'm close to hit the ground. You said I'd fly away. You said I'd fly anyway, but I keep on falling. You said I'd fly anywhere, but I keep on falling. But I keep on falling. We're all searching for that open door. Show me proof that there is something more. I just hope I am okay with the choices I make. Maybe then I'll understand. You said I'd fly away, but my walls have kept me down. Now I'm lost and I'm afraid, and I'm close to hit the ground. You said I'd fly away. You said I'd fly anyway, but I keep on falling. But I keep on falling.
From a place of hardship to a place of ease comes a place of flourish. In return, it's for a reason. That I couldn't say it. Yeah. I don't find time to debate if I deserve growth, or if maybe I should preserve coping by hating you, adoring you. what you want, but I'm not okay with my brain anymore. I'm not okay with the way that I cope. Hardship, misfortune, so maybe before, maybe before, maybe before, maybe before. Final time to celebrate, reason to admire my trust. I need to find myself in quiet before I can. I used to sleep with open eyes. I used to brave just to keep us alive. Now all I can see is we're drifting apart. I can't believe how it all turned dark. Bring me the light, 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 bring me the I can't believe how it all turned dark. Bring me the light. When the night is falling, I feel the darkness calling. Like I'm afraid to love. No one can see me now. When the night is falling, I feel the darkness calling. Like I'm
whatever, yeah, sun's out, make the clouds move over. We can do whatever, yeah. I'm gonna make the time move slower. We can do whatever, yeah, sun's out, make the clouds move over. We can do whatever. We can do whatever, yeah. Do whatever, yeah. Do whatever, yeah. Do whatever we can do. Tick tock, we alone now, and my thoughts are frozen, frozen now. Seeing pictures in slow mo, in a weightless motion. She called me crazy and I'm wasting time. Easy, don't leave me now. Yeah, for the sky and all the diamond. I'm gonna make the time move slower. We can do whatever, yeah, sun's out, make the clouds move over. We can do whatever, yeah. I'm gonna make the time move slower. We can do whatever, yeah, sun's out, make the clouds move over. We can do whatever. We can do whatever, yeah. Do whatever, yeah. Yeah, do whatever, yeah. Do
Up all night by myself, trying to think of ways to you. Your voice stuck in my brain, we never got to see it through. And I know I feel more pain if we're speaking truth. Cause when the daylight comes, I still lose. So will I feel it again? I just don't know. And I'm hoping I'll find a way to let go. So if you love me, how could you leave me so low? So will I feel it again? I just don't know. I just don't know. I just don't know. Cause when the daylight comes, I still lose. So will I feel it again? I just don't know. And I'm hoping I'll find a way to let go. So if you love me, how could you leave me so low? So will I feel it again? I just don't know. I just don't know. Looking back at our time, hoping that we did it right. And give me any reason to call you up late at night. I won't put up a fight. Cause when the daylight comes, I still lose. So will I feel it again? I just don't know. And I'm hoping I'll find a way to let go. So if you love me, how could you leave me so low? So will I feel it again? I just don't know. I just don't know. I just don't know. Cause when the daylight comes, I still lose. So will I feel it again? I just don't know. And I'm hoping I'll find a way to let go. So if you love me, how could you leave me so low? So will I feel it again? I just don't know. I just don't know.
You didn't tell us. We just got thrown straight into it. I was talking to Source about some random stuff. Anyway, welcome back, one and all, to the RSC absolutely scuffed production for the final match of the night. Hopefully, the match won't go as wrong as that did, but it will be Perks versus Rios Legion, myself alongside Tavish as well. We've done some casts before, Tavish. I love every single time that we do it, and hopefully, this should be a banger of a match to sign off on this stream.
Yeah, I hope so too. Definitely, we got, like I said, Perks and Rios Legion. Rios Legion, who came off, a sweep over Dogon, who got the reverse sweep in their first round against Hades. Perks just waiting here for their first opponent for this evening. Rios Legion already had that series, and if we look quickly at the teams, just based on their stats, you got on Rios Legion, you got Alanis, Hugo, and Emma, and then on Perks you got Heinz, Carax, Berserk, and Dragon Air, if I pronounce it correctly. I must say, all around they're looking like everyone can put a lot of goals, give a lot of assists, so it's a pretty all-round team, not really one player really popping off and doing all the heavy lifting on one side.
It's something we saw from Perks towards the end of the season. Actually, they started popping off quite a bit. They got quite a few wins. 4 out of the last 5 of their matches were wins in league play, and that got them up to that 3rd position. That long run towards the end of it, and it's given them a little bit of a better position here. But now going up against Real Legion, already played once tonight, and will be a little bit more warmed up. Of course, it was a sweep against Dogon. It was expected from some of the people that have been predicting things, especially from RSCast, the talent on there. I think it was Barmanitan that predicted Real Legion to beat Dogon. The only one that believed Dogon would get into the second play-in match and sweep them as well. But the most important thing from this, from the fact that RSCast talent has been predicting it, is that all 3 of them believed it would come down to Perks versus Rice Legion, and all 3 believe it will go the distance all the way to that game 5, 2/3 in the favor of Rice Legion. And with the way that things have been going, with the way that we saw them play against Dogon, that's probably going to be the story tonight as well. But Perks are just as good as they deserve to be, I think, in the position that they're in. And if they'd have played even better, they may have even got to that 2nd spot and just about took it from Luna Titan. But they were 5 games off them by the end of week 9. So hopefully we can get into this game and they can show us what they're capable of. Of course, whoever goes through this match will be in the lower bracket in the playoffs. They'll face either Carnage or Nocturne on Saturday. So that's well, either of those teams is an awful team to draw to go against, but it is the opportunity to go for the playoffs. And Perks are actually fighting for their first ever playoffs appearance, with it being Nine's esports first season in the league. But this is tied as the worst result so far that Real Legion have ever gotten. After getting swept in the play-ins during Season 7, they bounced back with a second lower final appearance in Season 8's playoffs, where they got taken down in a tight Game 5 against the very same Nocturne. So they really didn't make it easy for themselves by finishing 4th in league play, but they've got a big chance here to take down Perks, who, as I said, were strong towards the end of league play. It just depends how they're able to play in an elimination environment in a best of 5. They won't be used to them now with the sets of 4 through league play.
Yeah, and you said at the cast prediction, everyone thought Perks and Rise Legion would be here in this final match, deciding who will go into those play-ins. Everyone is right, but now comes the real prediction. Who of those 2 teams is gonna be the better one? Who's those teams is gonna make it through the play-ins and entering those playoffs that will happen this weekend? I have not seen any of these teams play before, so I can't really make a prediction on that team is gonna be the better one. So maybe you have some insight on who you're thinking is the top dog here and the underdog. But otherwise, I'm here for the full ride, best of 5. I just want to see a full series and an overtime. That would be nice.
Same here. As I said, the talent on RSCast predicted that this would go the distance. I expect the very same. Not sure which way. As I said, 2/3 in the favor of Riot Legion, and so you can kind of give a little bit more weight to them. And I have seen Riot on stream and casted over them on stream more so than Perks. But I've played against Perks twice in the league itself, so I know that they've got a little bit of a sort of a dark horse ability. As I said, towards the end of the season was when they really started to ramp things up, when they went on that big run, got themselves into 3rd position, and that really showed us what they were capable of. Berserk and Dragonair were starting to pop off, and Carrix was a brilliant support player for them as well. It is just about how they handle the pressure of a situation like this. A do or die element to any game of Rocket League is tough to handle, and I just want to see how they perform. But I've seen Reyes Legion in these positions before. I saw them last season, the lower final, as I already said, and so they've got the ability to go their distance. They've got the ability to fight for these playoff positions, but it's going to be a tough one, as both sides kind of keep it neutral to start this game. But not a single shot from Perks does give some difficulty for Perks to actually hold on to this, but somehow Rios Legion haven't scored for some of these big errors.
Yeah, and minute and a half already passed here in game number 1.
7 shots, 8 shots.
It looked pretty neutral in the beginning, where it was just testing each other a little bit. But Rise Legion, they're already warmed up. They already came off that sweep. They're feeling confident in their capabilities to put on a lot of pressure. They already have a number of shots. But now the ball all the way to the other half. And Perks just scores first out of nowhere actually. Alanis here, bit of a mistouch before it's down. Teammates couldn't follow up. Dragonair, beautiful 50 in their favor. Berserk just waiting in front of that and he will just tip it in. And that's after 2 minutes of full pressure from Rise Legion. Perks just gets the counter and takes the lead.
Yeah, it just felt like frustration got the better of Rise Legion there. Took 9 shots to no avail. Make that 10, and they still cannot break the plane in the net. All it took for Perks was one slight miscalculation from the Red's rotation. And they were easily able to put that in the back of the net. Berserk didn't even need to be there for it to go in. They did end up stealing it from Dragonair. I'm sure they won't mind. Goal is all they need, and as the halfway mark hits, it could be a second. Dragonair with a strike from the midfield onto the crossbar. A second follow-up from Carrick's will be weak and easily stopped. And now it feels like it's Perk's turn to start putting on the pressure. They've got their offense rolling after a strong defensive commitment from them in the first half of this game. They're trying to turn the tables on Riot Legion, who, well, clearly they had a lot of time on offense. They had the opportunities, they just could not put them away, and that might be something that starts to hurt them as the series goes on. They've got a few chances, and they've got more than enough ability to make this kind of game go this kind of series go the distance. Is, I think, just for them about efficiency of finishing. They don't seem to be at the races right now.
Yeah, and I think late, maybe at the end here of game 1, and otherwise in game 2, they'll definitely find it, because I think everyone knows game 1 is always just a bit of that taste game. And here already in this game, Rise Legion, they've been trying to, feel a little bit on, okay, how is your defense? Okay, now we know next game they're probably gonna step up, become more aggressive, disruption plays maybe. And Perks, who were in the beginning very defensive, just trying to taste a little bit. Okay, so you can build pressure, sure, but can you also make it consistent? And yes, they will! Alanis just removes the final player. They don't even wait till game number 2. They do it here at game number 1. And then it's just a beautiful shot from Emma towards that target, puts it close to the post so no defense is even ready for it. And with 1:16 left to play, we just have a tie game.
Apparently that was the final ingredient. Get rid of the third man. Just leave a wide open net for your team to shoot at. Did everything right before that play came into being. And it just took a little bit of physicality to open up the space, but not very much needed here from Perks as they get a quick response straight through the corner. Dragonair with a nice 50 to keep the attack alive. Hugo takes far too long to get back to this ball. Is beaten to the punch by Carrick's. And then Berserk flies in for his brace. Picks up his second goal off of 3 shots. Only 4 now for Perks. Their efficiency is much, much higher than Riot Legion, and it is being rewarded. Could have been another one there. Carrick's could read it, but it's going to be Berserk to the backboard. It's Emma. Plenty of time to read this through the corner, but looks like low boost. Can't quite get back to it. Hugo with a free clear through the midfield. Berserk is there trying to drop it down to his teammate, but a midfield battle ensues. Alanis takes her time. Well played from her, trying to dribble it now with Hugo in support. No more boost to follow it up. Rice Legion seem to be struggling in that side of the game. They cannot find their footing in terms of fuel. And it's cutting out a lot of aerial opportunities for them, despite, as you said, the amount of pressure that they had on offense. If that isn't, kept alive by midfield rotation, they're just not going to have the presence in offense to do much with it. Of course, it is a 1-goal game, so it's still have a chance, but as 10 seconds whittles away, it's in possession of Perks. A little bit of time in the air, maybe a reset from Berserk. It's not going to be enough, but it is flicked all the way back, down into the backboard. Carrick's is there. It's kept alive by Emma. Alanis and Hugo both go up, and it's going to be lackluster. Going to be dropped down here by Carrick, somehow kept alive. It might make a difference. Alanis is there, but happily dropped down by another Perks player. And I talked too long there, Tavish, but things just kept happening. It had to keep going for the flow of the cast. But yeah, Perks held on really well, and they took the chances when they came.
Yeah, and we talked for a while, but you did it perfectly. You explained everything that happened. I was just here, sitting, watching, enjoying. So it was fine by me, but Perks in the beginning they had it very rough, and they just needed to survive a lot of pressure. And it's like you said, Perks, the accuracy just was better from them. Rise Legion definitely had to put in a lot of effort to even get that 1 goal. They got 13 shots in total. Perks only needed 4. to get 2 in. So, perfect shot accuracy from them there. And overall, if you look at the Perks side, 7 saves in total, and Rise Legion, they don't have any. They had a lot of shots, a lot of pressure, and they are just aggressive all over. But their defense, it was nowhere. There were double commits left and right, awkward rotations. The back post and backboard were open so many times that the Perks roster could just drop it towards that backboard. One player would follow up. Yeah, they might lose a 50 there, but they still had a lot of pressure in the moments they were on offense. And it only cost them like 1 or 2 shots to get that goal in. So that's definitely one thing we're looking for in Rise Legion, to step up in defense, to hold that back post rotation a little bit better, to make sure that third man is actually there instead of overcommitting most of the time. And for Perks, they're just hoping not to be in the same defensive position. And Hugo now trying to make something happen for Riot, but maybe it's going to be the same as game 1.
It's generally what we tend to expect if you have to spend that much time on defense, at least in the case of Perks, in their own half for so long, for almost 3 minutes straight. It's generally unsustainable. If your opponent's getting that many shots, then you're not winning the game, just based on the merit of the way that Rocket League works. Give your opponents more shots, they're more likely to score, and it could be again here from Hugo, but Dragonair is disrupted by the fact he has to make a demo here. Was already bumped out by Itzema, got revenge, and got troubled by the fact that he had to go through her in order to get to this ball. Did make a touch, but it wasn't enough. Rice Legion have to take only 1 shot this time instead of 9 to get through the Perks defense, and obviously that's an improvement for them. As I was talking about, the fact that they had to defend for so long, Perks, that they were good at it, but it's not positive, it's not forward thinking, and it can be really dangerous, as we saw there. Rice Legion happy to finally take a lead in this series and potentially get a game back, but there's still plenty of time left to play, and it's just about that defense from Riot that wasn't there, as you were talking about. Perks easily exploited it. All it took was a few shots on target, and they got him through 50% accuracy, as Emma does it all alone with an amazing fake from defense, a simple dribble up the field, and then a flick over the last man. Berserk had no idea where this ball was going to go. Too late to it. And they take a nice 2-goal lead to start out game 2.
And Emma did it so patiently. She was just waiting at her own goal. Okay, the ball's floating towards me. I'll catch it. Get it past one. Fake the second man. And then does a little dribble. Has it play on the third man. Flicks it over. And extends that lead. And Rise Legion, they look so much more comfortable. Atlantis, quick shot on target. We'll get the 3rd goal in. Rise Legion, in the first game, they were so
just a warm-up.
messy. Yeah, just warm-up might be the good word. And then here, they open the scoreline with the disruption play, removing the defense. Then a solo play to open it up, and then Atlantis just pulls the trigger out of nowhere after receiving the ball, catches the defense off guard, and now 1/3 in play and already 3 goals for Rise Legion.
They just had to take like 13 shots to get their sights in. And oh boy, have they got them in, because that is perfect efficiency. 4-4-4. Hugo into the midfield. Perks all over the place. Berserk had the chance to get to that one, but if you're always rushing back as the third man, you're the unfavourite, basically. You're not the favourite to get back to that ball, and it came to the point where they could not handle Rias Legion for so long in this second game. Much different to the first. A complete switch. There's a great opportunity from Carrix, is denied by Alanis off the backboard. It's Emma with another counter opportunity. It's going to bounce awkwardly for Hugo, but he does get it back to the mid, and Alanis is already there to pick up the hat-trick in less than 2 minutes. Unbelievable comeback here from Rias Legion. After that first game, you'd have thought, what are they doing? You said they were coming off of the sweep over Dogon with such confidence, such feeling that they were going to easily take these play-ins with a plum in their stride, and it didn't seem that way after the opener. But in this second one, they've completely come alive. First game was just an anomaly, and I'm wondering if this is going to be the same case for the next 2, maybe 3 games, if they could sustain this level of performance, or if Perks will seriously change something up.
I think game 3 might still go in Rise Legion, and then game 4 Perks can find it back, but here in game 2, it's just too difficult for them. If they can get one goal back, then it would be nice. And now you see a little bit of pressure from Perks. Almost a shot there from Carrick, but gets denied by Emma. Emma still up in the air, leaves it in the end for Hugo. Alanis also commits to it, but luckily it's not a bad thing, nothing bad happening for them there. Carrick's gets it past 1, wants to pass it to 2. Berserk in the air, can almost follow up on it. Carrick's quick shot on target, bounce, but it will just be wide. Easy clear for Emma, but Berserk is already waiting. Drops it towards Alanis, who gets a bit of a high touch. And Dragonair almost manages to make something of it towards that beautiful red target where no goal has been scored so far in game number 2. Emma wanted to get another solo play after she did that perfect first one and already looking for another one. Carrick's from back, but easy save for him. Gets it past Alanis. Picks up the 100 boost to work with 50s. Hugo, Berserk up. Got beaten by Hugo. No shot there. And we see now Perks. They're trying to do the same thing as what Rise Legion did to them in game 1. So much pressure, so many shots. They still only have 3 shots on target. And now the 4th one will go in. Berserk gets one back for Perks.
And you just know exactly what's going through Riot Legion's players' heads right now. Brazil setup, you know, gotta give them one. gotta make it look a little bit less devastating, shall we say, for Perks' chances here in these play-ins. But they will have been maybe slightly embarrassed, Riot Legion, with the way that they lost the first game, the way they were so easily exploited on the back line. That it only took 4 shots to get 2 goals past them. And it's happening once again as Berserk does get his brace once more. 2 games in a row. A brilliant second touch here from Dragonair to take it all the way over Hugo. They've got that aerial, they're starting to get that aerial control back once again. It was something I was talking about in the first game. Riot Legion, they had barely any boost management. They could not control those middle boosts, especially to keep up that offensive pressure, at least in the second half of the game. But now they're utilizing it differently. They're doing it in the air, in the right positions. They're controlling the ball so much better. As a 3rd goal opportunity for Perks goes glancing wide off the post and out. And really, I don't see Riot Legion throwing a 3-goal lead. If they've at least thrown a 5-goal one, I don't see it happening in the last minute. But we know how porous Riot Legion's defense can be. It's just up to Perks to start pouring the water on, start flooding through the gates. As Berserk back up with this one, got a little bit of time on the ball, but not much boost to do much work else, and Hugo does really well to get that one away. And all they have to do is delay at this point. They don't need to score another, but they could, as Alanis flies past that one. Could have regained a 4-goal lead. Instead, it's back up into the red corner, and with 10 seconds left, this one's all but over, off the post and off the other post from Alanis. The craziest save that it might have needed to be, but well, it looked spectacular for a moment. Will not make any difference to the game's result. It will make a difference to the series score. 1-1, all tied up. It's going the way of the script, of the predictions. It was such a strange way that it changed up with Riot Legion. They had barely anything in the first game apart from a ton of shots. They were just like, where's the finishing? Where's it gone? It showed up massively in the second one. But as you said, you thought Perks maybe come back in game 4 after Rios take game 3, which is still completely up in the air. But they look to already be doing that in this second one as well.
Yeah, and one thing we definitely saw from Rise Legion, what they were just lacking in game number 1. In game number 1, it was shot after shot, and they were aggressive in the follow-ups. And they did the same thing here in game number 2. But they weren't creating any spaces. They were just shooting because, shooting. They were not trying to aim for... Yeah. They were not trying to aim for a certain spot or just remove maybe the defense like they did very almost the entire game. There were so many demos from Alanis, Emma, Hugo. Not only one was doing them, all 3 around the entire field were just removing players, and then you just saw one player from Perks get removed. The ball was already in the blue net, and they scored because of it. It's so simple and so effective. And Rise Legion, they used it to their advantage here in game number 2, and hopefully they do it here in game number 3 as well. But Rise Legion, there were some moments where they had the answer to it, where they still had good control. Yeah, one got demoed, but the second and third one were there to follow up on it. But other moments, they were overcommitting, and then just one demo opened up the entire field, and Rise Legion, they exploited it perfectly. So you're looking at Rise Legion to do the same thing and just keep improving it, and for Perks to step up and pay attention to what is happening on the disruption side of the play.
That physical demo-heavy playstyle requires all 3 players to collaborate to understand what it is that you're trying to achieve. Then the opposite side of things, when you're overcommitting, you see it quite a lot. It's a lack of discipline with rotations, with positioning. When teammates just are not on the same hymn sheet, it leaves so much wide open space in the midfield, in the back line. This could be another one as Berserk with a great shot denied by Emma. To the backboard, Hugo pops it high, keeps it up for Carrix to take it back to Berserk. Another one to the backboard. Rise Legion just about get away with the first attack, but another one comes flying in. Hugo to the sidewall, not going to be quick enough, but it is hit straight back at him from Carrix. Another shot goes wide. A big demo opens up space for Dragonair to shoot early. Hugo has enough boost to take it away. Berserk, Carrix even with an awful touch back to his own half, and Alanis took it in her stride. Hugo is backwards to try and play this one. A double commit ends up with Hugo's demolition, but it's Emma keeps it in the blue half. Open alive for Alanis, a double tap she didn't expect. Hugo backflipping to keep away from this one. Doesn't want to double commit once again. Leaves space for Perks to work with, but this is looking slightly similar, more similar to the first game. There's fewer shots, of course, but it's much more neutral than it was in the second. And I think it is just of nature of the fact that Perks, I think, wanting to slow things down, not wanting to get exploited by Rise Legion's physical style again, wanting to spread out a bit more, slow the play, and it seems to be working so far, but they're not getting much on offense from it.
No, and it's like you said, it's a more neutral game. There are not as many shots as we've seen in game 1 and 2, and I think both teams now they figured each other out. Okay, that's their offense, that's their defense. Let's just find the exploits, find the little cracks in the armor, and try to make them as big as possible. And hopefully we can capitalize on that mistakes that we've created or that they just created on their own. Now Berserk from the back, but almost creates an opportunity there. And Perks still in offense. Garrix from the wall wants to make something happen, but loses the 50 to Alanis. Berserk now towards Dragonair. Dragonair gets beat by Emma, and no follow-up from her there. Garrix gets an easy clear, but Hugo with follow-up shot. Defense just in time. Berserk with the perfect save there from the wall. And now a bit of an awkward touch by Berserk, but a pinch from the Rise Legion will make sure to go to the other end. Almost shot from Hugo, but Dragonair in time to get the clutch save. Alanis a bit awkward. Dragonair being aggressive here with the 50. But in the end, nothing in his favor. Carrix now gets 150 from the wall. Flicks it over Emma. Not enough boost to work with, but Berserk has a follow-up here. Takes it into the air. Wants to get it past one. Emma, beautifully read. Has some boost to work with. Can she beat the defense? No, she can. Wins the 50. But Dragonex there. Carrix towards Berserk. The team plays are coming in. Finally, we see these rosters going for more team plays. Carrix gets the flip percent, but doesn't have boost to work with in the end.
With the team plays, it's looking extremely scrappy. It's havoc on the field right now. This one's sent to the backboard. Dragonair happy to take a touch there, but Carrix, with a decent enough bounce over Hugo, kept alive by it's Emma to the mid again. Alanis, not quite the angle she was looking for. A back pass is necessary to keep this away from the Perks counter-attack. They force the issue once more. A minute left to go. Berserk trying to play this to the mid. Gets 150, but then loses the second. It's Emma is awkward here, trying to get it through the midfield. It's kept in line. Straight shot from Hugo. It's going to be plenty wide, but Dragonair completely misses his pop back into the mid. Dangerous area, but Berserk is happy to take it away. It's Emma. There's a little bit here off the ceiling. Dragonair tried to get it away as Alanis wasn't expecting this ball to come to her in the way that it did. Awkward touch and play, but another one straight back up the field. Slight reset here. It's been a bit of pinball so far for the last 2 minutes. But fewer and fewer shots in this game, it seemed. At least from any dangerous position. A lot have come from the midfield where they haven't really mattered much, but this one will be on target from Dragonair. Left with too much space on the edge of the red box. A weak clear from Hugo allows Berserk to send it to the corner, to Dragonair, to the back of the net. Alanis did the best that she could, but really there was nothing more. And it ends up coming off of her into the back of the net. A late lead for Perks, and this is something that maybe we weren't expecting after the way that the first 2 games went. Very high scoring. In the second, especially. It was only 2-1, of course, in the first game, as this one almost goes in. Dragonair almost made the same mistake as Alanis did. A big demo could open it up for Hugo. The shot goes top left bins, and a response is found quicker than they needed it, really. But it's Emma just amazingly well to keep this in the rotation, keep it through the cycle of play. What a play from Riot's Legion. Really, you would have thought that Perks could have held on to that. But as flimsy as both offenses have been, as both defenses have been, especially in some respects, this one's seriously going down to the wire.
Yeah, and I was thinking Perks, okay, they take they open the leader.
Hugo!
They just let's just throw it away. They're following the script perfectly.
Emma again.
But like, how would you respond to this? Because you open the scoreline after 4.5 minutes of trying with a beautiful team play, and then the defense is a bit awkward there. And then obviously we all know after rotation or after kickoff, rotation is messy, just to say the least. And Rise Legion, they profit from it perfectly. They they tie up the game after that kickoff, and then again after another kickoff, the defense is not ready. The rotation is just messy, and Emma drops the ball perfectly mid. Hugo shot on target, and then just in under 20 seconds, the entire game just switches out of nowhere.
It's like we played just 30 seconds of Rocket League. That's all that happened. That's the only time that anything actually happened on the field. I mean, there were some great saves back and forth throughout the 5 minutes. But really, it was at the end there. Hugo will get the headlines with the goals and the saves, but crucial contributions from It's Emma, just absolutely bullying her way through the defense, getting some amazing plays, 50s and dunks over the defenders to allow Hugo to get the spaces, to get the shots, and they managed to finish enough of them off, at the very least, to avoid an overtime. Goes 2-1 in the series to Riot Legion, will be match point. Perks need to get one more to follow the predictions, and based on the way that they were defending towards the end of that game, I really struggle to see them doing it. I struggle to imagine how they could fight back from that. I mean, I'm a big proponent and a big supporter of active defense, of getting out ahead of the play and trying to be as close-knit to your opponent as you can, closing down the space, not giving them time to operate and use their mechanical ability and their aerial ability. Something we've seen quite a bit from Riot Legion, at least on the passing front, when they've managed to position well enough to get quick shots away and confuse the Perks defense, but they really they need to close them down, get in the faces and make sure they don't have that space. But it's such a big facet of the boost game that they seem to start to be losing throughout this series. Riot Legion weren't winning to begin with, but they've really stepped up, found another gear, and made sure that Perks maybe look a little embarrassed from the way that they've been playing.
Yeah, boost game will definitely be a key factor in this entire series. And I think Perks, they can definitely take this game here, but they just need to get an early goal, create some momentum in their favor, and from that momentum just ride the wave and hopefully score a second goal. But it's not happening. And how do you do this, Emma? You're in the most awkward spot. You're not in the play, and then Carrox wants to go for the save, and you're just a cherry picker and you pop it in.
It's a great read. It is a great read. But really,
True.
we have to be asking the questions of Perks' defense here. Berserk goes flying in as the third man. Dragonair's already cutting to try and get rid of the space for It's Emma. Of course, as I say, with active defense is good, but it requires the foundation of communication. You need to know each other's responsibilities in every single play, especially on defense, but on offense here, great work from Carrox to catch the ball, get the air dribble as well, sends Berserk to go for the third man, leave wide open nets to finish on, and you will score more often than not, as they do get one back in response. As bad as they played on defense there, they did really well on offense to make up for it. Spare their blushes. We'll have to see if they can do it again. A great passing field for Dragonair. Take a shot out, but he goes flying past it. Free as a bird. Was not quite able to fly. And they just, I mean, as well as Perks can sometimes seem to play, their inconsistency is so troubling. And for Riot Legion, it must look like an early Christmas present at times.
Yeah, but, Perks is also trying to get that Christmas present, not only giving it away. And Berserk here gets a little piece of the ball and a bump out of nowhere. Thurman have to rush in from the Riot Legion, and then Dragonair easy shot towards target. And you mentioned the inconsistency from that Perks roster. They can definitely use that to their advantage if they can become a little bit more creative with it. Because if they can just become inconsistent with their shots, but become aggressive with their follow-ups and just switch up their playstyle from time to time to go like their first goal attempt with a beautiful flick from Alanis. Sure, just shut me down, of course. Brooks just took the lead, and Alanis like, hold up, casters. No, we're tying it back up.
And so many goals in this series have been as a result of 2v1s in space on the edge of the box. It's Emma with the disruption there, not even choosing to rotate, knows that Hugo is back. Alanis has loads of time to figure out where she wants to put that ball. Decides it's the top left bins, but again, that inconsistency in touches. Perks, Dragonair, and I think it was Berserk, both going for that ball, both completely missing. It's something that has been underappreciated from both of us in this series. RSC Legion, their ability to slow the play down, be patient with their touches, know that they don't need to rush things. We saw it so much in the first game, you mentioned it yourself, that they seem to hit and hope at times. As soon as they got an opportunity and a sight line on net, they took a shot. But they've slowed things down, got a little bit more patient, more intelligent with their play, and it's allowed them to get some shots away that were so much better than they might have been. Speaking of better defense as well here from Alanis. The second save to her name is patient to wait for the worst shot that could have come. That is the halfway mark has come and gone. 2-2, much more tight game than we might have saw in the start of this series. It is still in favor of RSC Legion, of course, on match point. The onus is on Perks. They must win this game or they will be out of the play-ins and out of their chance at their very first ever playoffs for the Nines esports franchise in Master. And you'd love to see them go through, but RSC Legion are right there ready to stop them, and this game could decide it.
Yeah, and I love how every game in this series so far has been completely random. Game 1,
Utterly unpredictable.
Yeah, that's just game 1. Perks wins. Game 2, RSC Legion wins, and pretty comfortably. And now game 3, game 3. You would think, okay, Perks is taking it, RSC Legion brings it back. And now here in game 4, it's so close, and then Perks in midfield trying to do a very short passing play towards each other, but they're both in the awkward spot. The RSC Legion players, they know this. They've been reading everyone from Perks perfectly and the entire series, and then Alanis
Berserk, don't you dare! No way! Oh, that was so close. That would have been one of the best equalizers I've ever seen. He did it all alone with the reset off the wall. Got way more space than he thought he should have, but it's Emma to sink the dagger deeper. 2-goal lead for RSC Legion in the final minute of potentially the final game for Perks' potential of getting to the playoffs. But once again, they are mispositioned, they are wayward, they don't know what they're meant to be doing and where they're meant to be doing it. A double commit isn't even enough. They've been getting on top of each other at times, but sometimes they're just too far apart from each other as well. But Berserk does finally get his reset to put it in, bring it 1 goal back. It only took 6 or 7 seconds to bring us back to a 1-goal game. Again, Berserk gets all the time he needs to do this, and I suppose that's what they need to start relying on. Solo plays in terms of mechanics. They make the space in the midfield, go up onto the aerial, and for some reason, RSC Legion just aren't able to find the pace to get to the ball quick enough. Berserk put that one away, and it almost got put away by Itzemra herself, but just about takes it away. And for Perks, it's just all guns blazing. They must stay on offense now for the last 30 seconds, or they're going home.
Yeah, and hopefully they can hold on to it. And they're definitely looking for it, right? Dragonair drops it towards that net, but can't follow up. Berserk now in the corner, drops it towards Garrus. Garrus' shot is just wide in the end. Berserk leaves it for Dragonair. Ball dangerously floating in front of the net. Dragonair almost gets a touch to it, fakes the defense in the end. Ball now in the Perks have. Not the best touch, but Hugo manages to follow up on it. Ooh. And somebody from Perks just flew by. I couldn't see the name. And good to know that it was Dragonair. And now Dragonair in that corner tries to drop it in front of the target. No follow-up from anyone from Perks. Alanis gonna drop down and will hit the ground. And RSC Legion, just when everyone predicted they take it in 5, they take it in 4. in beautiful fashion after being so dominant in this final game as well. It was very close, but in the end, Rise Legion just a little bit too strong for Perks.
And I don't know about you, Tausch, but this was one of the more difficult series for me to cast. I just didn't know what was going on half the time. As you said, the first game was such a tight affair. It was back and forth. It was about counters for Perks. Rise Legion wake up, they turn their monitors on. Suddenly it's 5-2, and it's like, what the hell? What is going on? And then the third game is tight as it can be. Then the fourth is as well. But Rise Legion just managed to get that much more chances on offense, so much more mechanics as well, especially from Alanis and It's Emma. We saw a little bit towards the end from Perks, and they got close, but they just could not get close enough. Left to blame themselves for their own miscalculations on defense, shall we say? Some really strange plays, some unexpected, uncharacteristic plays, especially. And they've had inconsistencies throughout league play, but this is where they're truly punished. If you cannot show up on the day, if you make such glaring mistakes as that, you're going to get beaten. And Rise Legion were happy to see it, as you mentioned yourself throughout the game. That these mistakes were coming through. Sometimes it can be detrimental because you're like, why are they not playing more consistently? It's harder to play against a team that doesn't know what they're doing because you can't read what they're trying to do. But if they make enough mistakes, you're in the right position to exploit them. You can get more goals, you can win more games, and that's exactly what Riot Legion do. They seal their spot in the playoffs. It's only the lower bracket. They'll have to beat Carnage on Nocturne on Saturday, but they've given themselves a chance, and it was a big series for them.
Yeah, and you said it perfectly there. When if you can't read a team, then obviously it's a very difficult series. But if a team is making mistakes like Perks is doing, for Rise Legion it's easy because their rotation was just okay. It was not perfect, but it was good, just better than.
It seemed
Perks.
opportunistic, like they were vultures, hunting for the scraps of what Perks were leaving them.
Yeah, precisely. And Perks, they had some very good moments, some very beautiful team plays here and there. A beautiful solo play from Berserk in the final game, where they came close to tying it up and forcing a game 5, but in the end just not good enough. So sadly for Nines Esports, they came very close. They managed to get in those play-ins, but sadly not the playoffs. And Rise Legion, first of all, tonight they sweep a team. And then here in game 1, we thought, okay, this could go to a game 5. And then they still win 3 in a row and just, secure their spot in playoffs. Yes, like I said, lower brackets, and it's gonna be a difficult run if they're gonna face off against whatever team, because obviously playoffs is just a nightmare to go through. From that lower bracket, upper bracket always has that little bit of an advantage. And I'm definitely following because they looked good right now, and I'm curious to see how far they can get. But yeah, I did not expect a series so unpredictable as this to end in 4.
Yeah, it was. They got exposed a few times on the back line, as I think anybody is capable of. But after that first game, Riot Legion, they knew what they needed to do. They switched on the afterburners and almost made a nigh perfect run in the play-ins, just dropping a single game. It could have made it 6-0, but I'm sure they won't mind. They'll just be happy to actually get a chance in the playoffs and, as you said, make that lower bracket run. Venom did it in Elite. They got to the grand final, didn't quite end up winning, but Riot Legion, one of those teams that got through the play-ins and maybe making a run of their own. That will have to come on Saturday though, and we'll still have to find out who the other lower bracket play-ins finalist is from tomorrow. Will be a number of teams. It could be from a number of teams. So can't wait to see that. But that will be it for tonight. I hope everyone has enjoyed the matches and enjoyed what they've seen. There will be more tomorrow from the Master Planes, of course. And I myself will not be there. I'm not sure if you will be, Tavish, but we will have more wonderful casters for you. And thank you to everyone for watching. Of course, thank you to our sponsors, Luna Organization, for sponsoring the league so much. We love the cooperation that we have with them. HyperX, our tech sponsor, Badass GG for all these wonderful graphics, and of course, we would like to follow all our socials. Get more RSC action in your veins, directly into the veins. Tarish, it's wonderful. It's playoff times. We've got Master and Premier coming up. It's going to be so amazing.
Yeah, and I'm actually casting tomorrow as well, at least if I read my schedule right. I think I'm also having the final series tomorrow, as I'm having here tonight with you. Tomorrow I can see the other team that's gonna suffer the lower bracket run and hopefully make it a perfect run. And then yeah, this weekend we got Masters playoffs and Premier are obviously the best of the best teams fighting that playoffs as well. So I don't know if you're gonna be casting that, but I think I'm there for a couple series as well. Curious to see how those teams like 0-0 Prospects, Odyssey, Luna Esports itself, London Esports, Trinitas playing against each other, fighting to claim our biggest prize pool and just claiming that title of Premier Champion of RSC.
Yeah, there's so much more left to come, so much more amazing RSC action. But as I said, that will do it for tonight. Thank you so much to everyone for watching. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and we shall see you again tomorrow. Good night.